Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Shikar. The overlay just borked on my end. Okay.
Shikar some more.
Yes. Is my air conditioner too loud?
Can't hear it.
I don't hear it.
Okay, cool. Domo, thank you again for the ring. I love that chat loves the Scorpio pic. I photoshopped that this morning. It's not that impressive, but if you knew how bad I was at Photoshop, you would know that for me this is a triumph and represents about 45 minutes of work. But I...
Round of applause.
I mean, yay! Wow.
Round of applause. Thank you.
Jasmine, I just gotta say, I shouted at you to get in this picture I'm about to tweet, and it's not my fault that you weren't in it. Okay, that's all.
Did you see the video I tweeted?
No, did you tweet
It's
a video?
great. Yeah, I tweeted
Oh,
a
okay,
teaser
well
for
then.
today's episode. It's probably good that you didn't see it. Because it's a teaser for what's going to happen today.
Oh shit! Well, now I'm not gonna look
It's a
at it.
sizzle reel. Part of an ongoing series of jokes between me and Gabe where he's like, what the fuck is that, Jasmine? And I'm like, it's probably not even going to show up in the episode. Or will it? Who knows?
Something because that sounds like an exact conversation we've had.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I really can't tell Jasmine. You can't do this to me. If it's real or not.
Exactly.
That's what we that is the conversation we had during my one shot.
Exactly.
Wait, is it too spoilery if I tweet a photo of missing Scorpio? What?
I was
Show
gonna
up
just-
and he's not here. How is
after-
that spoilery?
After all of the effort I put into photoshopping it,
Right.
I was just going to have that be my going live tweet, just that photo.
Josephine,
You should have.
It can't be a spoiler if they show up and it's like that.
Yeah, but I'm putting it on Twitter.
Yeah, well, then they should have been caught up. That's their problem. Also, they could think that he's just not here today.
I mean, No, we've trapped him behind that picture.
No, he's missing, guys. Scorpio is missing. I'm so hyped for today's episode because today is going to be a role play heavy episode. And I don't know about y'all. Those are my favorites.
Oh my.
I love those. I love role playing with this table in particular. Y'all are such juicy role players.
I hate role playing. I should never
Red else
signed
is
up.
juicy, orange.
I was going to say, why would I say that? Like, sometimes I feel like a demon gets inside my body and I say some shit that I don't even mean.
That's called
Valym knows what
joy.
it's like. Yeah, maybe that is. Maybe I'm like high on joy sometimes because I'm like, you're such a juicy role play.
Oh, I meant the demon's name.
Oh, that too. Balvin's been around for it in our ranked League of Legends duos. Sometimes the things I'd be saying, you're like, why would you say that ever out loud? But
I just felt that was such a little subflexer, like our ranked duo League of
that's
Legends.
not. I'm bronze. It's not a flex. We're gonna get in more squad games because I had so much fun playing with Gabe. Risk of Rain, that was so much fun. I was like, we gotta do like Apex
we went-
3s or something.
I'm in. I play so much Apex.
I'm so bad at it.
I don't have Smurf accounts, but I did start a new account because I just wanted to start over. Which is
Oh,
a Smurf
okay.
account. But
Balvin's pretty good at it. Balvin carries me on his big, strong shoulders. I am what I call a spotter. I have really good map aware and just like
Balvin, if you
shot
don't
calling
cosplay that
ability.
man, I'm gonna
No,
fight you.
stop.
Who,
Stop. No,
Gibraltar?
we're not doing it. We're not
I didn't
doing
even have to say
We're
it.
not doing it. We're not
okay,
doing
so
it.
here's why I said Gibraltar.
We're not doing it.
Our third Kuro relentlessly trolls Balvin over being
Not
Gibraltar.
doing
Relentlessly. It never ending.
Not doing it. Nope. Nope.
Why? Yo, I'll be Loba.
Anti.
Like, say
I'm
less.
anti.
I know a TikToker who's a dead ringer for Bangalore.
Okay. And
So-
her name is?
Engage. Her and I are really cool. I'll send you her info.
Is her name engaged, or were you telling me she's engaged?
No, her name is engaged.
Okay. I was like, that's two very different things.
No. But yeah, we could have a whole squad, and Josephine can be the French nerdy girl with the things on the side of her head.
The electricity shit.
Yeah.
What was her name?
I don't know her name.
The healer. Yeah.
No, what? Not the,
No, the one that
not
puts
the
up
healer, the one
electric
the
who
newer
goes
one.
electric.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
I can't remember it.
Is it what?
Does that
I
mean
think
I'm
it
going to
is,
be
But Watson's the
Anjali?
healer.
Does that mean I'm going to be Anjali Auntie? Am I going to be
Verizon.
Rampart?
Do you want to be Rampart?
What?
Is it? I thought it was. Wait. Somebody in
Just
chat will know. Watson.
French Apex
MK is right.
lady.
It's Watson.
Watson is a healer. That's why I said that. Watson has healing.
Watson?
Oh.
I'm almost positive Watson has healing.
I was thinking it was
No, Watson doesn't. I was wrong. Never mind.
No, I was
just
thinking it was
electricity.
Watson, but Watson seemed too on the nose for like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
didn't
understand.
think it was going to be Watson either.
Yeah,
but
that's what it is, I guess.
I think Josephine could be a great Watson. I think that would fit her, especially based off of your Evangelion cosplay. I think you'd be a great Watson.
I could see it.
And I think I could probably pull off Rampart or
I want
Loba.
to see Xander do Mirage. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
I could be the gothy lady too, pretty easily.
Or are you thinking Wraith?
I can turn into Wraith pretty easily, I think.
I just want to be Revenant. I just want to walk real creepy like and then climb shit and then just hop out and terrify people.
I haven't played Apex in a really long time though, but it sounds like I need to again.
Erica
It's
Ishii could be
fun.
Pathfinder. And not anyone but Valkyrie.
Right.
That's just choosing that. Maybe Fuse.
We hear the air conditioner if you want to tone it down for the YouTube upload. How bad is it? Because it's hot in here.
What?
Because if it's bad,
I can barely hear it, if anything, on my end. So I don't know about Twitch end though. That's
How are they hearing it?
I apologize to the YouTube upload
I'm gonna
if
open
the
up the
air
Twitch
conditioning
stream.
sound is bad. Because it's hot in here.
I don't know. My AC's on, so I can't tell.
I would also like to apologize for talking about Apex Legends for the first. Actually, I don't apologize for that.
I can just barely hear it on the Twitch stream, but it's not bad.
Okay.
Why don't we introduce ourselves?
Yes. Y'all introduce yourselves. I'm going to go get some water because I forgot to grab some before we started.
God damn
Take
it.
it away,
Balvin, you start.
oh great. I've always Hello, I am Balvin, otherwise known as LordBalvin on everything. I play Ajax, who got into a lot of trouble last episode with a failed, an attempted prison break that worked, but he's gonna have to face some consequences this episode from his friends probably. But yeah, that's me.
Who wants to be Xander?
I can't do Xander. It's too perfect.
Hi, I'm Xander Jeanneret, Scorpio, your half-elf monk warlock Scorpio. I am... Honestly, I don't know what we're doing, guys. What was that? That's my later.
He's trapped in a box, which is unusual for Xander, for sure.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Hi, I'm Gabe.
Gabe, yeah,
Gabe
go
James
for it.
Gabe.
Wait.
I'm a half-elf druid. I play Valym. I don't know. I don't know where Valym's at. Maybe he's just gonna kill people now. Maybe he is. I'd probably will, to be honest. He doesn't know what morals are anymore. He's like if Tarzan grew up and then had magic, and then realized that there's no such thing as consequences, and then started dating a barbarian enabler. That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I agree.
Got him out of lie.
Hi, I'm Josephine McAdam. I play Nim Grimwillow, a little teenage tiefling bard who's I don't know, feeling lots of things. He's going through his teenage years, so you know.
Is Xander watching? Oh, he's okay. Never mind. He sent us a text. He sent us a big. Never mind. He sent us a text. I thought Xander heard me make that impression. I'm like, oh no. I don't feel so bad. Continue. Don't listen to me. What's happening?
Hi, I'm going to take over now.
Yes, it's your turn.
I'm that bronze girl. I'm the DM for this campaign. I have come up with and written just about everything that happens on camera. So if you're confused or you're like, what source book is this from? Odds are it's from this source book right up here, my brain.
Wow.
I think homebrew is the life and blood of D&D 5e. We also have some unique camping mechanics, which, considering how banged up our party is, are probably going to come into play today. So if this is your first time with us, welcome. Have a seat, get something delicious to drink or eat, same deal. And get prepared to have some unique camping mechanics, because from what I've been told, that's some of the party's favorite things to do, and some of my favorite mechanics as well. Is that? Oh yeah! Thank you to our sponsor, Roll20, for allowing us to continue on with this chicanery week after week. Roll20 is a free virtual tabletop that you can use to play D&D with your friends online. So yeah, it's a great place to store all your notes, roll dice if you don't have them, or if you're Balvin, maybe don't roll digital dice, maybe get physical ones because the internet hates you.
Actually, I wanted to say, I realized I was hyping up I was reading the dynamic lighting stuff last week, but I actually got to play with it like a couple months ago, and I thought it was really awesome. And I don't know if we explained like what that means also, but it's like basically you see on the map like where your character token actually goes, and I love that. Like I love not knowing like where my character is and not having that revealed, and it's like I don't know, I think it's a super cool feature.
One of my favorite things about it is like I had to learn how this stuff worked, and I liked that with that stuff, like if your character was facing a direction, like you could only see that direction, it makes it so easy to put tokens behind them. And because their lighting doesn't go that far, the room that they just walked by, they don't know there's people in there now. So you just drop tokens in there. Yeah, it's hilarious. I did that all the time.
Yeah,
I had like a worm crawl out of the ground.
Yeah, fog of war mechanics in that game are lots of fun.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like my desk space is adequately set
TPK
up.
by not having rations. That's us.
Oh God, no.
Nimpact
mom to the
rations.
rescue.
Yeah, Nimpact rations. All right.
Oh my God, yeah, Scorpio had all the food. Shit.
Oh. No, didn't you get a special a special package?
Yes, I got a special package from your mom. I don't know how to say this in a not weird way. Don't be jealous, Ajax. It's fine. You have what's her name?
What's her name? Wow, this
I don't need to know her name. She didn't talk to me. She looked at me like I was weird.
We're all fucking weird. Let's face it.
But you're my weirdos, and I love you. So, Nim, as you exit the prison gates alone in order to maintain your cover and maintain Valym's cover, you reflect on some of the events of the afternoon before. The road before you is dusty. You see the river flowing on your left. And now, just a distance back on the horizon, you see a boat that appears to be kind of floating heavy. And it's almost like just a speck now. It's so far down along the canal. You don't recall it on your way in, but you see it now on your way out.
Are there any noticeable details about it that I would
roll
note?
perception?
Or... Okay. 23.
It's very, very far away, so it's hard for you to like really make out any very particular details, but you do see a almost glint of silver paint on the
Okay.
boat itself. It catches your eye because in the rays of the setting sun, it kind of almost blinds you a little bit, like a mirror, before you realize that this is paint on the boat itself.
Okay. I don't know, maybe it was the getaway car. I don't know. Do I see any of my people?
No.
I'm gonna go back to where I had said I was gonna stay put while he went inside and just go sit there by the river and wait.
As you sit there, your unseen servant kind of materializes next to you, taking the form of your sister that you've kind of willed it to take. It sits with its knees kind of bundled up to her chest and her arms around it, and kind of looks at you with empty eyes, devoid of any irises or pupils, blinking blankly.
Yeah, I'm mad too.
It nods.
I mean, why would he do that? I mean, why would he think that we wouldn't follow? Just, it's not fair, Marigold.
It picks up a stick and in the mud of the river draws 2 orcish tusks, a round face with a furrowed brow, and then a frowny face next to it with an arrow.
Nim goes and just like covers it up in the mud. Yeah, well, he's gonna have to make some decisions, I think. This wasn't right. Those guards are dead. Stupid Bindi starts kicking the mud.
Mm-hmm. The unseen servant picks up the stick again and draws a tiny goblinoid feature and then X's out the eyes.
Yeah, I mean, she's no good. I mean, she's literally doing crime and killed people in the process. It's not like, oh, it was for a good reason. It was just to let this bad man out. He was rude. He trapped us. He left us behind after we helped him out.
The unseen
What's
servant
wrong with?
gestures at the tunnel that you entered through. Now pieces of ballast and rubble that have fallen into the river, and points at it, stamping a foot angrily.
Yeah. It blew up. They blew up a prison. Part of it, but Anyway, I don't like those people, and they seem to be just messing up Ajax's life. If I care about him, I should intervene in that, right? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Screw Bindi and Malesh and everything behind it. And Ajax could join them if he doesn't wisen up soon.
The unseen servant draws a blade with like a frowny face in it and then puts a question mark next to it.
What about it? Is Belinda and his sword? I don't know if she's good for him either. She makes him into this, she makes him scary. I don't know if he's ready to let go of her. I don't know. I'm worried about the sword too. Or about Belinda, if it is her. I don't know.
The unseen servant smudges out the drawing of the sword, redraws the frowny-faced Ajax with the overly large tusks and overly crazy hair, and then points at the prison.
Did he get caught? I assume they saw this, but they must have gotten. No, they jumped through in a hole.
Then draws a half-elf with a headband and squiggly eyes that look confused.
They were all together. Yeah, he's always confused. I don't know what's up with that, actually. We haven't really questioned him on it. We just accept it as part of who he is. No, I mean, I assume they're going to meet me back here because I was supposed to wait here, not come with them, because I guess I'm not really part of the group. So I assume they'll come back to find me. You think we should leave? Last time I did that, it didn't go well.
It points at the crossroads that are only a couple 100 feet from where you are.
You want to... What's over there?
You see the large outline of a tortoise shell transposed against the setting sun.
Oh! Eloise? Oh, well, you think we should...
And then you see the unseen servant pick up the stick and cross out Ajax's frowny face.
I should give him a chance to speak. No? Maybe. You know what? I give him many chances. He's got to fix this one this time. And Nim goes walking towards the crossroads.
Meanwhile, around the back of the prison, Bindi is like washing some of the sewage out of her hair and clothes in the river while eyeing the mysterious man in rags up and down. Just being like, what do you think this guy's deal is?
I don't know, but I don't like him.
Hey, what are you in for? Oh, just this, that, and the other.
That's not an answer.
It's not an answer. Well, I'll just say this, I'm not innocent. As he hobbles over to the river to wash himself. All right, Ajax, just kill him. I don't want to let some weird cannibal on the loose or something. Please, no, please.
I'm gonna give you one more chance to be honest. Why are you here?
I was caught poaching. That's all.
Poaching.
Yes, poaching.
Can I roll to see if he's...
Yeah, roll insight.
Okay.
Poaching, that's where I draw the line. You almost had me at murder, but poaching is where I draw the line.
That is a 12.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Poaching.
You're not allowed to poach in any of the areas owned by, you know, the abbey or the monastery or this king or that king. Well, I was just trying to get by. think we should kill him to be on the safe side.
What if he's telling the truth?
But what if he's a murderer and then he goes and murders people? That's like probably on our hands.
I mean, we're murderers too, technically.
I mean, we never murdered anybody who didn't deserve it. I feel like people try to murder us first and then we murder them back.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel right just to kill this guy.
All right, then I guess we'll let him go. I don't know. Hope he doesn't eat babies or something. You're not a baby eater, are you? No, of course not.
What's your name?
Who would eat a baby?
What's your name?
Radovan.
If I see you again doing something that is in the line of baby eating,
I don't know who would eat a baby. What would even be the
don't-
nutritional benefit? I would
this
never.
is a very
no.
bad place. This
Yeah.
is a very, very bad place. There are very bad people here. And I'm giving you a chance. It's our fault that you're even here to begin with.
And I'll make it up to you.
Oh,
Well, what do you want? Money? Favors? I have some connects. If you're looking for work. If you need a hired blade sometime. I mean, I'm somewhat of an accomplished hunter. Tracker.
Bindi,
Yeah?
do you know who that was with on the taking Scorpio away?
No clue. I don't think they're any of our enemies, but they seem to be waiting for you. Or rather, waiting for him in particular. I don't know what that was about. We'll have to track down your friend at some point, though. And the rest of your party. And you need to have a chat with your kid. Snitched. Snitching is against the rules. I mean, we don't have many in our line of work, but I feel like snitching is one of them.
Nim is a kid, and I told them not to come.
I was a full-grown adult when I was his age.
And, Bindi, we live terrible lives.
That's... We're survivors, though.
We are survivors, but I don't want Nim to have to face the same things we did.
Why not? If he doesn't, he'll be soft. And who wants a softie? Nobody.
There's nothing wrong with being soft, but there are different ways to toughen someone out besides putting them through no parents and violence and crime.
You make our lives sound so depressing, Ajax.
You tell me that my life is depressing all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, half our friends are dead. That is, you know, it's probably,
Look.
there's maybe a better outcome there. I don't know.
We made the best of our odds. And I think there's something to accredit us for that, but at the same time, I don't think it's a lifestyle that I want to push to anybody else doesn't need to.
Fair. Well, I
So-
got the goods.
I'm great, glad, happy for you. It's not why I'm here.
Well, Malesh's safe too, last time I saw him.
All right. That's
So, I mean, it was mission successful.
successful is debatable.
I mean,
but
it was pretty successful. Nobody died that we know of. One dude got lifted, which I feel like is unrelated.
We'll talk about this later, all right? His name was Radovan, right?
Yes, Radovan.
Okay. I need a favor from you.
What type of a favor?
I need information.
I mean, I've been inside for a while, but I'll see if I have any recollection.
No, I need you to go find something for me. Someone.
Okay. Is it this friend of yours that she says was lifted?
Yes.
If I do this for you, we're even. You don't kill me the next time you see me, yes?
I'm only going to kill you the next time I see you if you're eating babies, regardless if this happens
We
or not.
already discussed the lack of nutritional benefits of consuming a baby. I will
are
no
a
such
stranger.
thing.
You are a stranger I just came through a toilet with.
True.
You were not part of this plan.
But you trusted me to track down your friend, and I will do it.
Yes. That's all I need from you.
Where do I contact you, or how do I contact you when I've found the location of this individual?
Okay. I want you to write to this address. And I want to give him Nim's mom's house.
Perfect. Well, they've probably got a head start, so I'll go after them. And I'll let you know if and when I find them. And find them I shall. For when it comes to tracking, I'm second to none.
Hey.
Yes, yes.
Don't fuck me.
I have no intention of doing so.
No,
I owe you
would
one.
have-
My life. I was on death row.
Jesus Christ. R.I.P. Mom.
I was gonna be
Wait.
quiet until you said that red flag.
Wait. You were on death row for poaching?
Mm.
Bindi, is that right?
Huh?
Is death row for poaching?
I don't know. These people are crazy. I don't know what a normal crime sentencing is. What do I look like, a judge?
No, you don't.
She rolled
All right.
very poorly as your answer.
I got you. It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It does not
Wisdom
matter.
is a dumb stat, Ajax.
Does not matter. Okay.
Here. She beckons the two of you close. I've got a plan. Closer. Get in close. You too, weirdo. All right. Here's the plan. She pulls out a quill from her inside her breast pocket. This is a magical quill. It's a perfect communication device. And then in one swift motion, with an 18, she jabs the prisoner with it. She's like, it's magical in that it's coated with poison that only I have the antidote to. If you don't find his friend in 3 days or you do anything to fuck him, you'll die. And then she takes another bottle from her pouch and hands it to you, Ajax. There's your security. All right. I've got my goods. All the problems seem to be solved. And we're going to go now. I'm going to go now. We're going to go now. We're going to split up is what's going to happen. Why are you looking at me like that? It's a good insurance plan. And then if he's a baby eater, you won't have to feel bad. I'm not a baby eater.
Look, I was gonna ask you for something like that to begin with, honestly. But you beat me to it. So
you know how I work, Toots.
Yes, I do. But Bindi, why did you run off when we got in there?
I had to secure the payload.
Your plans that you needed?
She reaches into her coat and pulls out an immaculately wrapped object. She begins to peel away the layers of padding and paper and twine, and she shows you a beautiful gilded Fabergé egg. Now I just have to figure out how to open it.
What do you want with this? What's your plan here?
Well, I have to figure out how it works.
And then?
Well, this was my great-grandmother's. And they said at one point it housed her soul.
Her what?
Her soul! And then some adventurers, did something, and you know, that changed. But it's been in my family for years. It was confiscated last time I was arrested, and I'm going to use it to get Belinda out of your sword, because you've gone soft on me, Ajax. Then I'm going to bring her back to life. So you can say it's pretty important.
Time out.
She jams it back into her cleavage.
You want to bring her back to life?
Yeah. That's what this has always been about. It's about family. Nothing's stronger than family.
Wow. No, Gabe.
I can't do that. I can't.
Ben Diesel? Like, is that her name now?
Yes, Vin Diesel.
You gotta be
Oh,
shitting me.
tried to get through it without laughing. That's what it's always been about. We got Malesh, we're gonna get Belinda back. Better figure it out.
Hey, weird baby eater guy. Go, scram, leave, get up.
He's already gone
Bye.
when you turn to
Okay,
look
good.
at him.
Okay, good. But what if she
What?
doesn't want to come back?
I haven't thought that far in advance. Probably better than being stuck in your stupid sweaty waist.
I'm not saying she enjoys it here particularly, but
Smelling your funk all day, listening to your moaning. Oh, my life is so sad. All my friends are dead. Ugh. Who's got time for that?
some people do actually.
She's fucking terrible.
I know, I'm gonna murder this lady.
If you're done scolding me, I feel like
I just want her back, Ajax.
I want her back too, but
And desperate times call for desperate measures.
Desperate house.
I'll figure it out. I know some arcane adepts. They'll be able to crack this in no time. But this egg holds the key.
but I feel like for us, I mean, we could just ask her.
Yeah.
But I guess my only concern is how many times do you want to cheat death?
Well, then maybe we can release her. But either way, if I can figure out how this works, should be able to, I don't know, house her whole or soul or something. I don't know.
Well, we have a similar goal in at least getting her out of the sword, because I don't think this is any place for a soul to just be bestowed.
Well, then on that, we're agreed.
Yeah.
She puts her hand out.
Put my hand out.
Y'all dap. still friends, right?
I mean, we're in too deep now, Bindi.
I know. I'll be in touch.
Yeah.
If you need me,
Be safe.
you know where to find me. Don't lose that antidote. Otherwise, you know, what's his face is probably going to die. But
People die every day.
you're not wrong.
All right, Bindi.
Be safe out there. I'm going to go see a wizard about a phylactery.
Yeah, you do that, I guess.
On the other side of the prison, Valym, you exit the now silent prison gates. The chaos of the afternoon before, almost a distant memory now. This place almost seems unrecognizable to you without the din of the alarms ringing, the clamoring of armored boots, and the clattering of spears on the stones. Far and away in the distance, you do see two figures, and in fact, you also see two little tiny boot prints in the dirt path ahead of you that are so obviously Nims. For who else in your party has such tiny toes? Oh, you're muted.
I follow because Nim should not be alone by himself.
When you follow them, sure enough, you see Nim walking with rapid haste towards the familiar turtle-shaped silhouette of who you can only imagine as Eloise, the mount of one sunflower, a feisty barbarian gnome.
Oh my God, I never thought I would be so glad to see. Maybe I did. Oh well. And then I started rushing off in that direction.
You catch up with Nim pretty quickly, who is holding a muddied stick. That
Valym. Nim just gives you a real big hug really quick and is clinging on for a bit.
Why do you have a muddy stick?
It's, for anger art.
Oh. What does that mean?
My sister and I we would draw everything that makes us mad in the mud and then we wipe it away.
How often did you draw?
Before? Or right now?
Oh. Now.
Well, she did most of the drawing. I tried to wipe it away.
Nim?
Mm-hmm.
Are you possessed?
Possessed? I don't think so. I'm in control of what I'm doing. I don't think that I'm possessed, no.
Have you summoned your sister's soul? Because you said she was doing most of the drawing.
Oh, well, sometimes I hear her voice. I don't really control that. And I guess the rest of the time she's just in my head.
Oh. Okay.
I used to talk to her. So sometimes I still like to.
Sure. I mean, Leander talks to a woman that he has in a lamp, so that's not super strange to me at this point, to be honest. And so I was just asking.
Yeah, I don't know. I do hear her voice sometimes. Sometimes it's scary, but
Does she sound like she's in pain?
I don't know. Sometimes I have nightmares, but they're just nightmares. It's just in my head, I'm working on it.
Nim,
Yep.
something being in your head doesn't mean it's not real. You can make magic happen by speaking. Don't write it off. Nothing makes sense in this world. Until it does.
That's true. Valym, I'm really glad you came with me, and
It wouldn't leave you alone.
thank you. I'm feeling mad though.
Why?
Well, that was horrible.
I have to ask you which part, because I'm really having trouble parsing emotions.
There was so many horrible things. I mean, three guards are dead.
2 of them, yes.
2 guards are dead. We lied to get in there for what? To help some criminals break into some place to let some other crappy criminal go. And why would he do that to us?
It wasn't about us. We can be disappointed in someone's actions, but they didn't do actions to us.
Why were they a bigger priority than us?
Well, it was a bigger priority to him. Some people have a sense of loyalty, but I don't like the word loyalty, personally.
I just thought he wanted to be a better person.
Wanting something doesn't mean you do it. Sadly.
Yeah, but this seems like actively sabotaging that endeavor.
Valym leans down and looks Nim dead in the eyes. We sabotage ourselves all of the time because giving up is almost always easier than trying.
Yeah, you're right. I just thought adults were supposed to figure it out by then.
No. Being an adult just means you have more responsibilities that people expect of you. But it doesn't mean you're smarter. The concept of adulthood is based on age rather than intelligence, skill, or capability. It's frustrating and archaic, but it's something that we're familiar with, so we don't change it, because change scares people. And if too many people change, then order changes. And if order changes, then power changes. And if power changes, then people become powerless. And if people become powerless, then they're terrified. And when people are terrified, then they don't feel like they have anything. But most of it doesn't matter, Nim. Nim, I don't like death. And I'm in a horrible state of mind to figure out where the sense of death and boundaries lie. But I don't think it's that Ajax was being selfish, but he made a choice that you can think is a terrible choice. He didn't do it to you because he wasn't thinking of you. He was thinking of himself and what he wanted. It just depends on, is what he wants going to align with what you want?
Yeah, I guess I'm just upset. I thought he wanted different things.
Be upset. You always have a right to your own emotions. No one can ever take that away from you. Plus, I've been thinking for a while how to have a conversation with your mother, because I'm terrible at lying to her.
About what?
Anything that just fucking happened, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't kill anybody, but she knew we went to go see Ajax, and it's like, oh, hi, Bindi. Yes, I didn't get a chance to open your lunch. Ajax and Scorpio both killed a man, and then they broke somebody out, and we think a cannibal escaped.
God. A cannibal? Oh. There's so many bad people we've met.
Mm-hmm.
Well, people I think are bad, I guess.
Just as you say that, you hear a couple of feet away. Hi! How is it that I always find you guys in the middle of trouble?
It's called destiny.
Because I heard the bells ringing, so I thought maybe I should come by and have a look-see and look at who I see. But my favorite tiefling, and of course, my favorite half-elf.
It was just a precursor to wedding bells. Good to see you, Sunflower.
You see her, drinking iced tea and wearing a very large floppy sun hat. Her little feet are in sandals, and she's wearing kind of like little leather cutoffs, and she's almost like basking in the setting sun on top of Eloise's back.
Mm-hmm.
Her big floppy straw hat has a plaid bow on the side of it.
I like it.
Sunflower.
Did you capture the criminals?
No.
I feel like I'm starting to go into Bindi sometimes with all these nasal characters.
Nim's gonna crawl onto Eloise's back and grab some iced tea and start sipping. Sipping
Most
away.
of them actually seem to escape, which is part of the problem.
What?
Yeah.
What? Oh, should we
Yeah.
go back?
No, because they think my name is Inspector. Inspector Rosepetal.
Oh, yeah.
From Windhallow. I lied. I may or may not have followed your lead from when I met you the first time. It's incredible how well that works.
Yes, you just have to believe it when you say it. And it works every time.
It really does.
A lie told in good faith, or a lie told to save someone's feelings is never a bad lie. When your friend is like, am I bad at making friends? And there's a part of you that wants to say, yes, you're off-putting and you make people feel weird. But you don't want to discourage them. So you say, no, you're great at making friends. Let's just work on your delivery.
Do people said that to you?
That I'm bad at making friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
I can tell you're projecting. I don't think you're bad at making friends. I think that you just made friends with the wrong people. See? Which isn't a lie. It's a truth that's in a better way of saying it.
I'm not that smart, Valym. I can't do that on the fly. Are you choking on your iced tea, Nim?
No, just over something I heard. Sunflower, if you have trouble making friends, maybe, when you see someone having a really horrible, piss-poor night and you offer to maybe smash some things together and, let some of that do something together, and then you forget. And just
I told Valym to apologize to you on my behalf. I totally stood you up.
It's not Valym's fault. It's
No,
not
it
his
is-
fault.
it-
He's
it's partially
attractive,
my
and you
fault.
couldn't go out and stop yourself from going after him. But I just, you know what? I was upset, but in the light of what has just happened, it seems really minimal. So I'm going to have some more iced tea.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
We did smash chess pieces.
We did. It was a strenuous evening.
It was.
You don't understand, Nim. We were at it all night long. I
was
would have,
genuinely
otherwise I
impressive.
would have came and found you right after. But it was daylight by the time I even noticed you were missing. I ended up spending the entire night in Valym's tent.
Oh my gosh, one of the most mentally stimulating things I've ever had.
Yeah, all right. I don't need the details.
What details?
Any of them. It's all right. It's in the past. I was just saying, I was upset
Many
at the
gruesome
time.
blows were dealt that night. I can tell you this.
My hands were pretty sore.
It was like, what, 3 rounds?
I think so. It'd be like what? Like, oh my gosh.
Ah,
Long games. What a challenger, honestly. Nim,
well, you know, I
I hope when
used
you're
to
older you
be
find someone.
the champ, the reigning champ.
Yeah, for now, I will dominate you, and then you will say thank you.
I think I've read this book.
What? The Art of Chess. Oh, man.
Actually, Nim, don't you have the Leander book?
Do I have a... Oh, yeah, the one that
He posed for the cover of?
Did he give it to me?
I think he said it wouldn't interest you, and you were like, "Yes, it would."
Did I?
That sounds right.
Am I making that up? Chat, help.
I don't remember. Do I?
I know that I think I remember Leander saying that he's posed for a couple of romance
Yes,
covers
I remember that.
and
I don't
saying,
remember.
"Oh, it wouldn't interest you." And I think Nim said like, "Oh no, I've read that." I don't remember.
Yeah, no,
that.
I've definitely. Yeah, Nim's read many books. All genres.
Even supermarket smut.
Even supermarket smut. Right? Yeah. What?
I guess that's a thing, huh? I never thought about it.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure he picked one up at Leander's house. I'm sure Leander would have copies. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sure he
Yes.
he borrowed some from his blood brother anyway. Anyway, yeah. Definitely read that one. Sunflower, what are you doing here?
Well, I was on the road, and then I stopped in town for our dinner, Valym, but I heard word that you came down this way. And I was like, oh, we'll probably have to meet again some other time because I have no clue where he headed. And then I heard the alarm. So, I decided to come check it out, see if they needed any help.
Wow, you are a good person.
Sometimes.
That's valid. Fair enough.
Do you want to have your dinner?
Sunflower, are you okay if we get Nim home first?
What? What about Ajax and Scorpio?
Fuck them.
I am mad at them, but
Ajax is probably going back to your house, and look, that is not the first time people have taken Scorpio away in a box.
away in a box?
He's a weird drunk idiot.
What?
They took him away in a box?
Did we not see that?
Oh, I don't think the two of you did.
Oh my god, you're right. Well, look, Scorpio's probably shit. You're right. Scorpio's probably with Ajax. They're fine. He followed Ajax into that weird thing, anyways.
Yeah, you're right.
What's probably happening is Scorpio's like, Ajax, are we safe? Did we do this thing? And that she says like, Scorpio, I don't know what happened, but Nim's gonna be so mad at me. Right, Bindi? Blah, 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 blah. Like, that's probably the conversation that's happening right now.
Sunflower, there's so many bad people. And they keep making my friends into bad people.
Well, I mean, I don't think people are objectively good or bad. I think that good people are capable of bad things. And one of the more difficult things I'm grappling with is that sometimes bad people are capable of good things.
Everyone's capable of good, but they are choosing not to.
Ajax's friends?
Yeah.
You know, Ajax and I kind of bonded last time we hung out.
Yeah.
I get the sense that he has really strong senses of friendship. He cares about all of you a lot. And just like I 100% am willing to believe he broke into that prison for a friend, I also 100% am willing to believe he'd do that for you too, because he's kind of like this big idiot guy that's like, I love my friends. I'm gonna go kill somebody for them. And it's like, okay, that's a bit extreme, but I'm sure you mean well.
Yeah, but it's not gonna do well for his longevity, is it?
No, probably not.
Well, I want to stop them. I think I will.
Well, okay. Here's an idea. We can set up camp right over here, away from the prison, especially with escaped cannibals or whatever. And maybe you can have some alone time with Eloise and keep an eye out for Ajax. We can light a lantern or a fire so he sees it. And maybe me and Valym can have a picnic by the river.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Deal.
Cool. Perfect.
Honestly, we can even have if you like Nim, you can play with Lorelai.
Oh. She won't eat me?
No,
Okay.
you're too small.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that'd be fun. She won't eat Eloise?
No, too hard.
Okay.
I feel like Eloise would give people indigestion. She's just...
Yeah.
She's such a sturdy old lady. She's like drumming on the shell. I love this old girl. I love her so much.
I do feel better waiting for them because, I am mad, but I have a hard time holding it against Scorpio when he doesn't remember so much.
I have feelings about that.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like Scorpio's got some genuinely troublesome suppressed memories or emotions caused by most likely trauma, which when it comes out, because there is a weird possessed demon monster in his brain, it's going to come out. Because now his brain is not the only resident in his body. So if that thing unlocks his memories before he does, we're in trouble. I just didn't know when the right time to bring this conversation up was.
that's a really good point.
Oh yes, I've been thinking about it for days.
Valym,
You keep interesting company, Valym. I'm into it. It's spicy.
oh. All right, it's not chess time yet.
Sorry, let's make camp first. Let's make it.
You hear Sunflower say, "You're growing up, Nim, and I don't like it."
That's the second time someone said that.
I thought there's no.
Nice hair, by the way. When did this happen?
Oh, thank you. No one else noticed. It was recent.
I like
I
it.
just-
She puts her hand through it.
Oh, thanks.
Like, what'd you do with the braid?
I threw it down a well.
Oh, wow. I thought you would have, kept it as a memento. Seemed like you had been cultivating that thing for a while.
Wait, you threw what down a well?
His
My-
braid. How did you
he
not
turns
notice,
around and
Valym?
shows that the braid's gone.
Tim, you went to a what? You interacted with a well at all?
Yep. Yeah, I was talking to my mum. I don't feel so bad when my mum's with me,
Fair.
Yeah, there was a lot of pent up sorrow in that braid.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I totally get what you mean. Sometimes after I have a particularly fierce battle, I just get the rage in me, and I've totally shaved off half my hair once. It looked very metal, but it was very cathartic. So I totally get what you mean.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be like, ah, chink, you know? And then you just look metal for like a week.
Yeah.
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 And now I'm imagining it. You just probably like grabbed your braid in one hand and twist it up and we're like, ah! And then like throw it in the well. Like, take that, bitch well. I'm Nim. I'm here for it. You've learned so well from me. And she kind of like claps you on the back.
Oh. Ow. Yep.
Sometimes
Yes.
you gotta let your rage roll.
Yes, lots of anger. Ah.
My mom jokes
Hey.
that I'm half fire genasi.
Oh, wow. That explains a lot.
I mean, she's not right though. I'm a gnome.
I don't know what people look like, apparently, so.
Sorry.
Could have told me anything.
It's so true.
I don't even know. I hope we're like pitching up or trying to like.
Yeah.
I
She's
don't
like
even know.
helping
My
you.
mom
She's
was
like nailing down
human.
stakes. How do you not know that, Nim?
I guess I didn't even know my grandmother was human. Ah!
It's fine.
Oh, buddy.
That doesn't change who you are.
Ooh. What did Marigold look like?
Marigold looked like you. From what you remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She continues hammering stakes into the ground while she gets her little circular red and gold pavilion ready.
Hey, Valym,
Yes.
are we on the same page? Like, they shouldn't have killed those guards, right?
No, they should not have. I don't think so.
Right. When is it? But guards also kill people. Do we only kill those who don't want to hurt people?
My aim is that it should be in self-defense or if someone is actively hurting other people. Self-defense or the defense of others.
Actively hurting other people. There are lots of people that do that in not so physical ways, though.
That doesn't make it okay.
Agreed.
I agree.
It does make it better. I don't think there is a right time. I think it's just easier to determine the wrong times.
Oh, before he does come back, what do you think about this sword of his?
Oh, what? Belinda?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it stabbed me and almost killed me. And then he had to take me to a shop and get me healed up because it made him want to kill me.
Exactly. That's horrible.
But I don't know if my opinion matters because I don't think the sword told him to go blow up a prison. So he's just got some problems to work out.
Yeah.
It talks,
right.
apparently.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen if someone stole it?
Oh. I don't know.
Hmm.
But it's got his nice new samurai hilt on it. I don't know why he put it on that one.
Look,
He's
that's...
obviously so stuck with this old...
It's alive! It's possessed! It's cursed!
It's
Nim,
not good.
I'm trying not to be judgmental, but you're coming off as a little jello right now.
Oh, he's definitely a little envious, but it's because Ajax is basically his dad.
I know.
He said I was his best friend, and then he makes me wait aside. He doesn't tell me until a note. He doesn't. It's like he doesn't really want us to know.
People can have more than one best friend.
I know that, but they make him horrible.
Okay, well, that's a different story, right? But
He said he
sometimes,
didn't.
you just
said it wasn't good before. He said he didn't want to be in that life.
But it's complicated. And like, okay, so I
Yes,
don't get
but-
along that well with my parents. And I say all kinds of things about them. But if somebody else were to say something about my mom or dad, I would break their kneecaps. I don't know how to explain it. I know it doesn't make sense. But there's just this thing. And I know they've done some things that probably aren't admirable. And there's things they've said to me that I don't like. But there's still, like, an attachment there. And as much as I hate them, and as much as I, don't want to be around them, for some reason, if somebody else were to say something mean about them, it would be on.
I understand, but I'm not some stranger. And if you
Right.
told someone you were supposed to be really close to that you didn't want to go back to that, and you were getting drawn back into it, what do I do?
I'm just saying these things aren't always logical. They're not as cut and dried as that.
Oh, I know it's not logical. He seems to have no control. He can't even control the Belinda. And I don't know
lean
what I'm
down.
supposed to do.
Hi, Nim. I'm Ajax. Do you want to
Oh.
punch me in the face?
Oh no, Valym, I don't want to hurt you though.
I do what I want.
Oh.
I don't have to tell you anything. I have a bunch of best friends.
Yeah.
This is not working, is it?
No, I like you, Valym. It's
know what,
a
Nim?
good impression. It's
At
good.
least you ask questions. You want it to make sense because you care. The minute you stop caring is when it really becomes a problem. Keep that in mind.
Okay. Thanks,
If you-
Valym.
If you didn't care about them, you wouldn't ask.
Sounds like it's time to stage an intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like when someone engages in a really destructive habit, you like sit them down and you're like, hey, when you snort arcane flux, it makes me feel like, and have that conversation.
Mhm.
Arcane flux. What does that do?
I don't know. It was a friend that I had way back in the day. I'm going to be honest. I don't even know what flux is. She was a warlock. They're weird. I don't know.
Hmm.
I think I can show you, but I'll just take the L out of it.
I don't know. I didn't get it.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. No, just let your child brain not get it. It's better this way.
That's my child brain.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Valym, can you, would you mind teaching me a little more draconic? I started, but
Sure.
yay.
I'll figure out a few new phrases for you.
I bet dragons are the best of friends. Yeah.
They can be if they don't want to eat you.
Yeah.
Or you don't steal from them. You don't piss them off.
I would never.
Oh, well then you'll be set for life.
Yeah. As soon as I can speak to her.
Valym is mildly concerned about letting Nim talk to the dragon. I hate him. Angry food.
You see Sunflower pull out a beautiful lacquered red fishing rod from one of her packs, and then a second one that's a little more beaten up and is bamboo. She takes the pretty lacquered red one and hands it to you, Valym.
Oh my god.
Shall we?
Let's go. And Valym calls out Lorelai.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't eat, child. Don't eat the turtle. We'll be back. Have fun. Please protect them. Have fun. This thing is like, this thing is huge.
Yeah, roll animal handling.
Oh, God.
Do I need to as well?
Just Valym because he's talking to her.
Okay.
17. That's a 23.
Yeah, you get the sense that Lorelai understands and will keep watch over Nim.
Perfect. All right, and then I follow Sunflower.
As you and Sunflower walk towards the banks of the river with a bucket of bait and 2 fishing rods slung over your backs, the sun begins to dip deeper down below the horizon. Ajax, as you're making your way kind of along the edge of the forest on the far side of the prison so as to avoid detection, since you look a little bit shady right now, you hear the familiar clip-clop of hooves.
I'm gonna go towards it.
You see a beautiful Arabian horse with flowers in her hair. You would recognize it as Tootsie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get the impression that you don't like me. Yeah, yeah. Will you follow me? Maybe I'm gonna start trying to be like Valym and do like horse noises.
Roll performance.
She's like, that's racist. What the hell did you say about my legs?
Oh, that is that's a strong 2, but -2 my performance. That is a 0.
You see her stomp over to you, like kind of coming up close to you, and then just bite you
Ow.
on the arm. And horse bites hurt.
Oh my
You
God.
can only surmise that you said something horrifically offensive.
Hey, ouch! Hey! Sorry. I think. Look, I'm gonna go find Valym.
You see her ears perk up at the mention of Valym's name.
Yeah. We're gonna go find your boyfriend.
She nudges her face underneath your arm as if to like help you up onto her back.
Okay. All right.
That's all it took.
I'm gonna climb on, and then, yeah, I probably would head to where I told him to stay at.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You make it back to the banks of the river where you originally told Nim to stay. And you see actually here that the mud has been disturbed. And you also see a spot where an individual was sitting at one point. And there's little boot prints in the wet soil here.
Damn it, Nim, where'd you go?
Give me a survival check.
That is a 19.
You see a few, actually, with a 19, not only do you see where the mud trails back towards the dirt road, but you also see a drawing has been sloppily covered or sloppily kind of like scratched out with a stick.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off Tootsie,
Mm-hmm.
and then kneel in the dirt and see if I can make out what the drawing is.
Yeah. Give me, you can kind of make out most of it by looking at it, but give me an investigation check to see if you can interpret any of the
Okay.
any of the deeper meaning.
Okay. That's a 3.
Yeah. You can't really tell what the purpose behind these were or what the story is, but you do see a confused looking half elf and an angry looking orc that you can only surmise is you, with very exaggerated tusks that has been scratched out multiple times. Whereas the confused half elf with the squigglies as eyes, that kind of remains undisturbed mostly. That has only faded due to like the water of the river washing over it, as opposed to being violently scratched out with a stick.
Does Nim think I'm ugly? My tusks aren't that big. What? And I'm going to attempt to correct this drawing.
Roll sleight of hand.
Correct.
Yes. 15.
Yeah, you do a pretty good job. You
Yes.
fix the hair. You
With no
draw the
middle ground.
tusks to good proportion. In fact, you do such a good job, you gain inspiration. You feel good about yourself when you're done. Like, yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
good-looking half-orc. I'm a friggin' specimen. I'm hot as hell.
Buddy.
And this new chibi version of you that you draw glistens upon the riverbank.
What? But why is Scorpio here too?
Isn't there Bindi as well?
Yes, there is a small goblin that's also been... You see X's have been drawn over the goblin's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Is Nim gonna kill Bindi?
Kill Bindi.
Or maybe he doesn't like her eyes. Or
One or the other.
I'm wasting time. I'm gonna get back on Tootsie.
Mm-hmm.
And
And with the 19 on survival, you're able to discern the direction that Nim took off
yeah.
in.
So I'll follow the trajectory of where Nim went.
When you follow the steps, sure enough, you notice the distinct colors and ornate style of Sunflower's tent. Sunflower, however, is not there. You see Nim. Nim, what are you doing?
Attempting to ride Lorelei.
You see Nim attempting to ride a giant albino snake with lotus flowers on either side of her head, like pigtails.
I'm trying
And
to see if
an
she'll
otherwise
like
empty camp. Yeah.
if she'll undulate so that I can like act like I'm surfing or feel like it.
Oh my god, this child.
So that's what I'm trying to convince her to do.
Roll animal handling.
Absolutely. That's a 10? That's a 10.
She doesn't get it.
No, like if you move up and down while I'm on top, then it can be like, I've heard tales of those that ride the waves, and no, I can just stand on you as well. It's pretty cool. Not a lot of people get to stand on giant snakes. Maybe a bit squishy. And it just starts like hopping. Oh,
I'm a
The snake looks very confused as you stride up on Tootsie, Ajax.
I look. I can see this happening, right? This whatever Nim's
Mhm.
trying to do.
yeah. Am I facing him or is he coming
Yeah.
up behind us?
He's coming up behind you. But
Okay.
you can hear the clip-clop, even though you're a little distracted.
I'll turn around, see Ajax, and immediately like just fall off Lorelei.
Yeah, you struggle to turn around as you since you're on a snake.
You all right?
In what sense?
Is your back okay?
My back's fine.
Carrying
What
the
other
team.
sense are you referring to?
Did I do something wrong, Ajax?
You tried to help me. I don't think that's wrong. I think me putting you in that position was wrong.
Yeah. Did you think that we weren't going to come when you said that there was trouble?
I was hoping to be back before the sun came up.
Isn't this the life that you left?
I want to make this very clear, and I can understand why you'd think otherwise, but this was not me being pulled back into some kind of criminal syndicate or satisfactory life of doing all these crazy things of hurting and killing people and all. The only reason why I even entertained Bindi is because she told me that Malesh was in trouble.
And that doesn't seem to be any better.
That was me once.
Yeah, but they are not leaving it behind.
They don't know any better.
And so we are supposed to reap the consequences.
No.
Because they don't know better.
No. But at the same time, I mean, before I met Valym and Scorpio, and before the day we went to the town, I don't know where I was going to be at the next week or the next day or the day after that, because I was trying my best to get out of that life, but I had no other option.
Well, what about now? Because you left in the middle of the night. You could have woken us. You could have said something.
And told you that I was going to go with Bindi.
So it was better by paper in the morning than you actually speaking to us.
To me, yes.
And it wasn't. It felt like you got left behind.
I understand that, but I've done everything up to this point trying to keep y'all separate from this and my attachments to that.
You told me once that you were better because of me. And I didn't really understand. Until now, these people, you may care about them, but they only drag you down. They make you bad. And inevitably, that's going to affect us too.
You know, I had told Bindi that this was ideally my last time being involved in her shenanigans, but here's the problem. It is not fair to me to abandon people that were not as fortunate as I was to find people like y'all. I know it's not as simple as just saying, they don't have any other options because what they're doing is still inherently bad to someone, but when you say that, what hurts is I see myself in them still. And I want better for Bindi. I want better for Malesh, but we grew up shelter to shelter, crime to crime, place to place, and I didn't even think that this was for me whenever I first started. There were several times where I talked to Valym, I talked to Scorpio, and I asked if this was even right for me. I felt like a fake. I felt like I wasn't gonna last here. And some days I still think that.
Well, if you'll trust me, I'd like to hope that we would make sure that you do know this is your place. And that you are right to be here. And that you aren't just going to fall, and that's why we're friends. We're supposed to be here for each other, not just one way.
I understand that, and I hope that you do know that I do trust you, and you all do make me feel that way. And every day is getting easier, but at the same time, if it weren't for me getting involved with them, and then to them, they think that I left them. And you may think that's a better decision for me because I'm not dead. But at the same time, that was my first family, and I don't know where I would be without them. And I already lost one, and I can't lose another one. I'm not gonna be there to babysit Malesh or Bindi every time they're in trouble, and it's not up to me. We're all adults and we're grown now, and they know that I've chosen a different path.
Do they?
Yes, Bindi has asked me several times to do much worse things than this, and I've declined every time.
And yet she still brings you in, though.
Well, because she knew that I wouldn't leave Malesh behind.
Well, they would have let us all fall in a heartbeat. So I hope you're aware of that.
That's why I didn't want you guys to come.
You don't just get to pick and choose when we get to be your friends and be there for you. That's not fair.
I'm not trying to pick and choose when you're my friends. I'm trying to pick and choose when I put my friends in danger.
Well, I don't like them. I don't like Bindi. And Malesh was about to just... I let him out. He was a horrible, mean person.
He's still my brother.
Yeah, well, I don't like seeing you get walked all over by people who are, whether or not they're your brother or family or anything.
You think they're walking over me?
Yeah, the way that she speaks to you and the way that you immediately came calling, and it creates a mess for you.
You may be right, but unfortunately, I create my own messes.
I don't like to see that happen. I don't want to see that happen to you. I don't like to see you get pulled. I don't know. Why are we... Are you going to kill people? I don't know that I can... I don't want to know that you're still doing that. Still if I asked you to kill an innocent person on the road, would you do it?
No.
If I said that they had something of importance or had wronged me in some way.
I don't think I would kill them. I wouldn't say I wouldn't potentially hurt them, but no, I wouldn't just kill them, no.
What happened in there? What?
What happened was, when we got inside, first off, I'm not as young as I used to be, and I could not climb that rope. It was very bad on my back. And when we got inside, we were ambushed by guards, and I don't know what this was. I don't know if this was intentional. I don't know if this was some sort of reaction, but something inside of Scorpio just let loose. And after he was attacked, his whole body just engulfed in flames, and the entire room was ablaze nearly. And then, if you want my complete truth, and you don't have to believe me, but this is the truth. I didn't go in there with the mindset or hope to kill anyone, though I did know that it could get to that. But unfortunately, life is not black and white, and life is not easy. And if that means that someone had to die because someone that I cared about got a fair chance, then so be it.
Do you even know why he was in there?
Yes, I do.
It just feels like you'll blindly follow them into your own demise.
You know, I don't think so.
Yeah, I hope not.
I think that, well, to be honest, I was very, very upset at Bindi at how things played out. But she brought something up to me at the end of it that kind of changed my perspective.
What?
She might know a way to get Belinda out of my sword.
Well, that would probably be good.
It'd be for the best, I think. But I hope she knows what she's doing.
Ajax. Did you kill that guard, or was it her? Was it Belinda?
Wait. I didn't kill the guard in there, did I? Is that a character?
It was an acid arrow.
It was Bindi, yeah.
Ah, shit, it was Belinda.
Yeah.
I thought you were like... But you were like driven to keep attacking, right?
Yes.
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 She's the one who finished it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case. But you're all right with Bindi murdering people. It doesn't matter because she's your family?
I can't say that I'm okay with her just murdering people, but for the situation that we were in, that's just what happened.
Meanwhile, down at the river, you hear a nice aerated tss as Sunflower opens up a small canteen, leather-bound canteen she has of ale. She flips off the top and is like, "We won't need that. We're going to drink the whole thing. Cheers! To a date long overdue."
It really has been. My gosh.
That'll be where we take our break.
Oh my god. It'll be good to come back to.
When we come back, chat, we'll be lightening the mood after all the feels we took you on.
Sorry.
It's okay. I loved it. Loved every piece of it. It was delicious RP. We'll be back in how long is our intro screen? 6 minutes? We'll be back in 6 minutes. Stretch, get some water. Tell your grandma, tell your friends to watch the show. It's fabulous. 8 minutes.
Grandma was so specific.
Grandma was so specific. I must have messed up a setting on my end. It's okay. We're good. I think I have it refresh browser when scene becomes active. Let me turn that off because that's annoying. That's definitely it. Yeah, let's just turn that off because we don't need that. All right. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you.
I'm so ready for this chess game.
All the way up. Oh, he's gonna drink.
I'm sorry. It was just like, I'm so ready for this chess game was funny to me. All right. So you're sitting on the glittering banks of the Lunar River, away from the man-made canal that was dug to kind of divert some of this river to the prison's sort of sewage system. You're far away from that now. And at this area, there's beautiful wildflowers growing in the glade around you. The sun is starting to set low. You see Sunflower pull out a shawl and wrap it around her shoulders as she baits her hook with one grub and like hands you the little tiny tin sort of canister of them. Do you fish often?
I do, actually. Usually more with my hands than a rod, but...
How do you fish with your hands?
Oh,
Can you turn into a bear?
Yeah, would you like to see?
That's so cool. I've seen wolf, but I guess there'd be other things too.
Absolutely.
What's the stupidest thing you've turned into? Like a sloth?
Actually, it was a beetle.
What? You turned into a beetle?
They're very small, and then they can just crawl somewhere, and no one really looks at you. And then, like, well, you're not so obnoxious that you're a wasp, but you're not so interesting that you're a butterfly. You're a beetle.
I love it. It makes no sense at all, and I love it.
None. Absolutely.
Have you ever turned into a bumblebee?
I haven't.
But you carved such a perfect one on my flagon. And you see now that she's like poured some of the beer from your canteen into the flagon that you whittled for her that first day at the fair when you met.
God, she still has it. Why is that cute? What the fuck? I like bees. They're beautiful. They have purpose. They work in sync, and they
have fuzzy butts.
Yes, they do. Yes, yeah.
I mean, like, that's the real difference between like a bee and a wasp. Is wasps are horrifying, horrible mistakes of nature, and bees are fuzzy, and really that makes it okay.
That's yeah. Bees often leave you alone if you don't bother them. Wasps are just jerks.
And they make honey.
Yes, they do.
What do wasps make? Other than
sadness and pain
and misery. Right? See, you get it.
Oh my God. Yes, I get it. Wow.
Roll survival to see if you catch a fish.
All right. Oh, 19. Survival's good. Let's go half health.
One beautiful glittering fish that has almost like red scales comes flying out of the water with two long whiskers on either end.
It's catfish.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's beautiful.
Delicious. Actually, we could probably take the scales and do something with them.
Like what?
Like fashion them into a necklace and dry them.
Oh, I had never thought of that.
There's always ways to use most parts of anything you catch.
I used to know a bard that would turn them into guitar picks.
Oh, clever.
Yeah, they called him Fish Finger Francis.
Oh. Is he alive?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't been back to that town in a while.
Would you ever go back? Can you go back to that town?
I suppose one day.
Is that town hunting you?
Not the whole town.
Oh, just some of them. That's fair.
Yeah.
Sunflower, are you a royal or an infamous criminal?
Neither.
Oh, okay. Are you just dangerous?
I can be.
Kind of like it, though.
You strike me as the type who's in for a little bit of danger. You wild wanderers usually are. Some of my favorite people are people that wander the wilds.
Oh, so I'm not your first.
Well, I mean, like friends. Yeah. One of my best friends hunts the skookum.
The skookum?
Yeah. Well, not like hunt it like he's gonna kill it, but he like hunts it to see if it's real.
What the hell is a skookum?
Well, one of the tribes around here, it's their word for the ape man.
Oh.
The skookum.
Has he ever gotten close?
I don't know. People say he's crazy.
I mean, friend of mine has a talking sword. The child hears his dead sister, and I have a staff that turns into an enormous snake. So, if there's a weird hairy man in the woods, that's the least strange thing of what I've heard today.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I believe in the skookum. Well, like I do, but I believe it lives in the snow. It wouldn't live in the forest. Yeah, obviously it would live in the snow. Yeah, why would it live in the forest? What does it need all that insulation for? And how would it go unseen for so long? It would probably need snow cover to hide in. Otherwise, we would have found it by now. Probably.
Yeah. Unless it can mess with people's memories.
Oh my God, psychic skookum.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to think about that, Valym. That's so scary.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Because that means maybe I've seen it and I don't remember it because I got bamboozled.
It's possible. Your friend might have maybe they wore something that protected them from the skookum getting in their head, and so they didn't forget it. And that's why no one believes them.
Is that why he wears a kettle on his head?
That, it's possible.
That's so smart.
Ahead of his time.
I knew Freda was onto something.
Mm-hmm. Fast fingers, fast mind. Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like that? Like a weird mythical creature? Have you ever had any weird happenings in the woods at night?
I think I saw a unicorn once.
What? No way.
Yeah, but it wasn't a normal sort of unicorn. It was because when people hear unicorn, they think majestic ivory horse, the beautiful long pointy horn. The one that I remember seeing when I was younger, it was an ebony horse, and its horn was slightly curved, almost like a tiefling.
That sounds spooky.
A little bit, yeah. But it was different. And that's why I liked it.
What would you do with it if you ever caught it?
Hide it from the other horse, because I think she would try to kill it, to be honest.
Fair.
The horse Tootsie is very protective. But I would love to ride that horse just anywhere. The speed, knowing this powerful creature is working in tandem with me. Not a care in the world.
This explains why you have a snake.
How so?
I feel like when you see a big, powerful, scary creature that most people run from, you're like, no, I understand this animal. You know?
Yeah. Well, maybe they've been alone too.
Yeah. Because everyone thinks they're big and scary.
I don't. I am just a strange druid in the woods with a little fire in my chest, so to speak.
I got one.
What is it?
You see her like pull it back, and she comes falling back as a smallmouth bass about this big lands on the floor next to her, or on the ground next to her.
Oh, now that will taste good.
Cubed up,
Especially-
deep fried.
Hey, oh my god, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. We're gonna need more, especially if they end up finding Ajax. Something
I'm
tells
sure
me
they
he
would.
eats a lot.
Yeah, he probably eats a lot, but I don't know if he has much taste, so he probably won't care.
Oh, fair. She baits the hook again with another worm.
Yep, we do the same.
Wow.
I'm
You
not,
see
I'm mad,
now-
I'm just disappointed.
She has like a wind up stance that she does, almost like someone playing some type of pitching or batting sport. She lifts up one knee, reels back, and spins around 3 times before she lets it go out into the middle of the river, and then plops back down. This is fun. I know initially we said we were gonna go to an inn, but this is better.
This is much more honest, I think. I don't think either of us are really in people. It's so loud, there's a bunch of idiots around. I mean, the only nice thing is the drinking, but we have that here.
It's also expensive.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Money is stupid.
It's
When you
nice
have
when
to
you
use
have
it.
it.
Yes, it's nice when you have it, but it sucks when you need to have it.
Yes, that. But it's nice when you have it.
Yeah.
Money is power.
Power is complicated.
Yes. And is usually only gained by ripping it from somebody else, has been my experience.
Yeah.
There's there's no net positive, if that makes sense. Like somebody has to lose it for somebody else to gain it. It's not like knowledge where everybody can light their candle from a single flame. No. There is a limited amount.
That was amazing.
I'm well read.
You really are. What?
All that tutoring came in handy, I suppose.
Tutoring?
Oh, yeah, I had a governess growing up.
Oh. Sunflower, where are you from?
If you ever go there, don't go asking for me because you'll blow my cover. But I'm from the Stacks.
Cover. The Stacks. Wait, you have a cover? You get more interesting by the second.
Well, yeah. Things are complicated for me. So I don't know the next time I'll be in the Stacks.
You want help?
No offense, Valym, because I know you're very competent and very powerful, but I don't even think you and your friends could help in this case. There are larger powers that be.
I'm sure. It doesn't have to just be us.
I don't even know how to fix it, to be honest.
What is it?
Well, you're lucky because you know how the things that are upsetting to you in the sense that like you don't know where you're from and you don't have a family. This might shock you, but I'm kind of jealous because I do know where I'm from and I don't want to be from there.
That makes sense. It's
I feel
I don't-
tied down by it.
yes. I don't have a memory that has tried to define who I am, but you have something that you cannot forget.
Yeah. And something that won't forget me.
I mean, you're pretty unforgettable, so that doesn't shock me.
Valym. Roll another survival to see if you catch another fish.
Deal. Different die. Oh. 30-20.
Another large, glistening, beautiful red fish with whiskers comes flying out. This one is almost the size of your arm. The beautiful lacquered red fishing rod almost seems like it's going to crack as you pull it out, but you manage to get it out all in one piece.
Gosh, this thing is huge.
I got one too. Sunflower pulls up a muddy red boot.
No, actually keep that.
What?
Yeah. That's leather. It's better that we could actually repurpose it than just leave it out there. But that boot could turn into a pretty nice pair of gloves when you think about it.
You find use in everything, Valym. Yeah, I'll hold on to it. I'm pretty sure it just means I'm a bad fisherman, but...
Look, I have caught the same thing twice. You're the only one getting variety.
That's true. Well, the mosquitoes are coming out. We should probably head back.
I don't have to help you now, but if you need help, ask. I'll help you. You talked about there are good people that do bad things and bad people that do good things, but the more I've gotten to talk to you, I do think you are genuinely a good person.
Trying to be. But let me tell you, the world tests me sometimes.
Yeah. All you have to do is pass. You don't have to be perfect, because perfect is a matter of opinion as well.
Yeah. And it's boring.
Is it?
Perfect? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 100%.
And he definitely gets uncomfortably close and asks, is it again? Is it?
I feel like I'm the audience and the participant.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because sometimes things are more interesting when they're broken.
What do you define as perfect and what do you define as broken?
When something resists the natural order of things. And at this point, she leans closer to you, too.
Yeah. I hope I don't break you.
Impossible.
Won't know until I try.
I'd win.
You think you'd win. And I kiss her on the forehead and then I just laugh.
She blushes furiously. And she's like, at least help me carry the fish. And she grabs one of the catfish by the cheek.
Yep.
And you see
Think
now
about-
that she's as red as the fish.
Yeah.
Still with
Sunflower.
her embroidered floral like shawl wrapped around her shoulders.
I didn't know you were a ruby.
I'm allergic to mosquito bites.
I love this.
I know plenty of herbal remedies. Like I said, Sunflower, all you have to do is ask.
Like I said, there's mosquitoes are coming out. We have to get back to camp now.
Mhm.
I'm about to burst into hives. And you see her like dragging the catfish behind her nervously.
Lead the way.
All right.
He's just just whistling to himself.
Nim Ajax, you see
Okay.
Sunflower's
I'm
butt
blushing.
first as she backs into the camp from the clearing, dragging something heavy behind her, wrapped in a floral shawl. She looks over her shoulder. Are you guys okay?
Damn it.
Help
Are
me
you
with this
okay?
fish.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yes, I'm
yeah.
okay. Why would you ask that?
No, she's good. She was just exerting herself a little bit. That's all.
Huh?
I'm allergic to mosquitoes.
Hi, Ajax.
You see her throw the fish on the floor and run into her tent, covering her
Sunflower.
face with both hands.
That's not where they go. You have to make sure it's clean. Sunflower, fish are better when they're still a little wet. What are you doing leaving them
I'm
on the ground like that?
allergic. You hear from inside her tent.
What did you do to her?
It's what I didn't do, honestly, Ajax.
Don't let me get in the way.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm gonna get these fish, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna go flower picking. Anyways, I'm glad you're alive.
Me too. Me too.
Nim, are you good? That's a lot. No comment, right? Mm-hmm. Nim, would you feel better if you got to punch Ajax in the face?
I don't think so.
Well, then that is growth.
Ajax, just
Nim?
tell me, what did you think was going to happen if we stayed at home? You went and broke someone out of a jail, had your face seen by multiple guards, killed some of them, and then just came back to travel with us.
I mean,
They've
first I would have.
seen your face.
You know, I'm already wanted by like 3 city governments and like 4 crime syndicates, so I think that'd be okay. But I would obviously tell y'all what happened.
Mm-hmm. After having this conversation, because I'm the worst, I want to just look and see a bird flying around, and I'm gonna pull up a piece of the fish, and I'm gonna like break off a piece of the tail, and I'm using a spell slot because it's funnier that way. And I'm gonna cast Animal Messenger and just choose a tiny beast like a blue jay, and have it come down, give it the morsel of food, and say, "There's a little figure in that tent. Say explicitly this: you can hide your face, but you can't hide that smile." And I'm gonna send it to go say that to her, and it will fly to her tent inside and say that in my voice, just because I want to milk this as much as I can.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
From inside the tent, while Ajax and Nim and everyone is talking, you hear almost a sound like a tea kettle going off. And then
That was
you
where
see
it
a
spells
burst of feathers as the little beast is thrown from the tent.
That was worth it.
Oh man.
Absolutely.
Well, look, I don't think I can turn a blind eye.
Okay. So, what do you want to do?
I want to know that you're not going to do something like this again. Are you helping people murder guards and just for their own gain?
So, let me ask you this. Let's say I had on good agency that Malesh was wrongly convicted and the situation he was put into, he had no control over. Do I then let him die?
You didn't even try to find another option besides breaking in and murdering people, though. I don't think you should have let him die, no. But why were there no other options?
I've never had another option.
You're not alone anymore.
But if I view any outcome of this and what I'm doing, I want you to know that I acknowledge that inherently this is wrong. This is a bad thing to do. I don't see myself pulling you or anyone else into it.
I can't just watch you do that. I'm asking you. I'm begging you, please.
Nim, this is an interesting circumstance because this is something that you want, and he acknowledges that, but he actively is choosing not to lie, at least. It's not enough that someone chose not to lie, but
I'm not trying to show that I don't care and know what I'll do in the future, but I don't know what happens next. I can try my best, and I can urge you that I do try my best, and will continue to try my best to avoid that kind of situation again. And I want you to know that I didn't go in there with I don't want to in the future either to do things like that of that nature and to kill people that might be deemed innocent and just doing their job or whatever it may be. But I couldn't let him go. I'm not gonna make every right decision in the future. And to be honest, I feel horrible. But I've never had a space to express anything else besides this. I don't really know how to cry. I don't know how to apologize. I don't know how to fix it. I just go.
Nim walks over to Ajax and puts his hand just like up on his chest. Well, as long as you're trying, I don't want to lose you either.
I'll put my hand on the back of Nim's. Just thank you for having patience with me.
Likewise.
Hey,
I
buddy,
know.
I get it.
Wait, where's Scorpio?
Oh, yeah, where is he? That's
he
weird.
Did he forget where he was?
Scorpio jumped out where we came from, and by the time we noticed to go look for him, he was being taken away.
What?
Taken away in like what sense?
I couldn't recognize the people that captured him, but they put him inside of some kind of box. But they weren't from the prison. So he's not under arrest.
Oh. How did they leave? What?
They carried him away.
From the... Oh.
It's part of the reason why I'd feel the way that I do.
Scorpio's an adult too, Ajax, and he went in there and he made his choice. I did see a shiny boat on the way out that I don't think was yours. It wasn't. Oh, I didn't see it earlier. It was silver, but that's all I could tell. It was
I think
headed
that's
down.
probably what it was, because Bindi and I didn't leave via that.
Maybe he left a note and we missed it.
But he got put in a box.
I don't know. Ajax left a note and went to go break a prison.
Do you not want to go after him?
No, Valym. Oh, excuse me.
I just don't know where to start. And if we go looking for him with no target, we're going to be getting farther away. We could ask at the monastery.
Let me check.
Oh.
And you see Sunflower beckon to the same blue jay, kind of cowering on the branch that it was sitting on. And you see her be like, and as she does, the little bird hops down, and Valym, you notice that she speaks to it. She chirps to it like a little bit, and then she's like, "Yeah, have a look," and she throws it again cruelly in the direction of the river. Why are you looking at me like that?
You can talk to animals.
Only small ones. I'm a forest gnome. I can't talk to like Eloise. I'm not like you, Valym, but like I can talk to like small, stupid animals. Yeah.
Oh.
It's meant to be.
Sorry.
Can you talk
Not all animals are stupid, but that one is. I hate that bird.
Why? It seems like a very wise bird.
No reason. And you see the color coming back in her cheeks again.
Very friendly.
Yeah,
We've got fish to
feverish
fry.
again.
And she pulls out a cleaver.
Are you sick?
No, she's just
I'm allergic to mosquitoes.
Is it because they bite?
Tunk. She cuts off the head of the catfish.
Not everything that bites is bad, Sunflower. You know that, right?
I think she's busy.
Oh, no. She's trying to hide. She's distracting herself.
Maybe that's okay. She has a cleaver in her hand.
Yeah, I'm kind of into it.
Nim goes over and to help Sunflower cleave.
Yeah. You're able to slice up and dress the 3 fish pretty quickly.
What are we gonna do? Wait. Did you find out anything?
We have to wait for the dumb thing to get back.
How should we pass the time?
Well, it's going to take a time for the wok to heat up. And you see now that she's pulled out like a big wok.
Hell yeah.
She takes out a flagon and she's filling it with oil.
Ooh.
And then she begins to deep fry the fish. Soon
Nim's
the
gonna
whole
braid-
camp smells of fried fish.
Yeah, Nim's gonna braid Ajax's hair.
Yes.
Ajax, while you're sitting there getting your hair braided, Sunflower comes over and slams a granite mortar and pestle onto your lap with like some amount of force. It like kind of makes you jump a little bit. Doesn't feel nice. At least work on the mint chutney. Sitting to get your hair braided while me and Valym are doing all the work. You notice now she's handed Valym a pile of radishes to grate. There's only one proper way to make pakoras. Come on, people. You see her like get back to the wok. The wok as big as her, shaking it furiously.
Okay.
That's not
Every now-
fine enough, Ajax. You have to You gotta do it circular.
Okay.
You must stop. Don't move so much.
Oh, God.
Nim, roll sleight of hand to see how well you braid Ajax's hair.
Yeah, every now and then he does pull a little too hard.
Ooh, is it like a French braid or a simple braid?
No, I was thinking like box braids. Like
Oh,
he's
Yeah.
going for it. We're here for the night.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's a 14.
They're a little crooked, but they cute though.
Yeah, crooked's fine.
Yeah.
For us?
Yeah. They're a little crooked, but they're passable, Ajax. It's not like a professional job you get done in the city, but for the free, it's not bad.
Like, I can't see him right now. How do they look?
Who do you ask?
Great.
I'm asking him first. Good.
It looks great. It's good. Now it won't get in your face or anything. I see you sometimes chewing your hair, and now well, there might still, some of the ends might, but just, it'll be better if you're fighting.
Yeah, I think so. It's a lot less light now. It's not all in my face. I feel like I lost a few pounds.
Yeah, there's like tufts of hair that he's pulled out on accident.
Yeah, you
Just a
do
little
notice now, Ajax. There's like a small dog's worth of like hair on the ground.
Oh, that's fine. Great job.
Thank
Valym,
you.
Yes.
How do I look?
Not bad.
That's a win. Sunflower?
I like it.
Thank you. Okay.
It's more practical.
A lot more practical.
Was that a lie? Was that one of those lies that you say because it makes people happier? And just lean over and say that.
Mm-hmm. They're a little crooked, but that's just because I have an eye for those types of things, you know?
You do have a good eye. True.
I'm also pretty sure that child ripped like half of his hair out.
Oh, definitely.
But I
Definitely
mean,
did.
other than that, it's cute. Food's done.
Ah, good.
Starving.
Fish pakoras. Learned them from a roommate when I first moved out. So you just take a piece of fried fish and you gather it up. You got to use your hands. It's the best way. With radish, and then you dip it in the mint sauce and you just put the whole thing in your mouth all in one go.
All right.
Okay.
Good to me.
It's delicious.
Sounds fucking
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just
Perfectly
ate, but now I'm
seasoned,
hungry again.
crispy, and the sauce and the radish perfectly kind of like add a freshness to the deep fried fish.
This is amazing.
This is fantastic.
It's the only thing I know how to make.
That's all you need to know how to make. Goodness.
It's really good. Nim has a little bit, but he doesn't eat much tonight.
Well, I felt like you needed like some good home food because, no offense, and she puts one hand on your shoulder, Ajax, and one hand on yours, Nims. You guys look like you've been going through it.
Oh, I forgot. Mom said he runs his bag, takes out the whatever his mom made, like sandwiches, and I guess I'll still be good tomorrow.
I'm gonna open the one that Brendy made me.
Yeah, you notice now that she's made you a lovely carrot cake with like a beautiful motif of a flower overlaid on the top of it.
Oh my god.
Do you open it up like at the
fresh
camp?
carrots. It's like wrapped in pretty checkered cloth and.
Or are you like hiding it when you open it up?
I kind of hide it when I'm opening it because I'm not sure what it is and I don't know if I want to share it.
Yeah, the flower
is
on
cute.
top is like made out of frosting. So it's like fresh buttercream frosting in the form of like a daisy.
Oh my god. I don't know how to process this. Pull it back up. There's a lot happening here.
Yeah, wow.
Hey, big guy, what you got over there?
It's a torch. Torch from my bag. Not a lit one, to be clear. Just threw a torch.
How? What?
Yeah, because you're so lit.
Thank you.
At that moment, I am
Who
positive.
would buy that? It's like Ajax.
Lorelai is still out. Like I see her like lifting her head and just.
And Tootsie on the other side. Both of the girls are like.
I'm like, oh, that's this man, this nigga right here.
So, you settle down and camp for the night. You get 2 camp actions. Do you remember what they are?
There was the reading or studying something.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other one?
Is it watch or guard or like
Yeah, I think
whoever's
so.
watching and guarding? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll want
I-
to set a watch.
I want to learn Draconic for sure. I want to add to my wheel.
Each of you can commit an action to one camp action, one person to teach, one person to learn. I'm trying to remember what the role for this was. I think, Nim, you will do... Oh, you both do intelligence checks. And then it's based off of how well Valym rolls will determine the threshold of difficulty for you to learn it. So the higher Valym rolls, the easier it is for you to learn. The lower he rolls, the harder it is for you to learn.
Now, this is just curious. What do I get out of teaching Nim?
Not much, other than you can also learn something in return if you wanted. I don't know if Nim has something that you want to learn.
Okay. What languages do you know, Nim?
Classic languages: Celestial, Common, and Infernal.
Nah, I don't want anything. I don't need anything.
You're like, no. I can teach you how to play an instrument, though.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. You could do that.
It's not an issue.
Bagpipes?
What else you got? Is that?
No. He's got a lute and a pan flute.
Ooh, pan flute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can I inspire him at all?
Yeah. To make the roll better?
Oh, that's a
Yeah. I'm gonna inspire him, like, with rousing work. I'm gonna inspire him that he needs to teach me as I try to like talk about my plans to befriend Tabitha. And I have all these motions like, yeah, and I'll just go. But my pronunciation's terrible. Yeah. So, you have a D6 on your...
This number about to be wild. Hold on.
So what he rolls determines what I have to roll, or?
Yeah. The higher he rolls, the easier it is. The level of difficulty is for you to grasp.
24, baby.
So yeah, this is easy. Anything over a 10, and you can mark down. I think it was 2 boxes on your wheel.
That sounds right.
2. I think I only had 1 to begin with. I think. Oh wait, was that?
I think.
You know what?
I think you just started a wheel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I only had 1 before. Oh my fucking god!
Did you get a 20?
No.
Oh, you got under a 10.
Is this plus my intelligence?
Yeah. It's an intelligence roll.
I got a 4 total.
Okay, so you only marked down 1.
Okay.
If you rolled over a 10, you could have marked down 2. But in this case, you only marked down 1. But the lesson is still somewhat... Yeah. And you notice, actually, Nim is distracted because of whatever Sunflower and Ajax are doing. Ajax, what do you do with your turn? You can learn something from someone at the camp. You can teach yourself something, work on a skill or a trade, depending on what tools you have with you. You can repair any items in your inventory that are broken, inspect or try to learn the nature of any artifacts you've gained. I don't think you guys have anything like that, but it's good to mention just so you have it for future knowledge.
What can Sunflower teach me?
Actually, let's see what she has. Let me look.
She might have to charge.
Bum, bum, bum. She's proficient in intimidation. Are you? I think you are too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let
What
me make sure.
else? Let me see. What do you want to learn? And we'll see if she could reasonably teach you.
What do I want to learn?
Do you want to learn her leg sweep that she smacked you with?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Go ahead and start a wheel with 12 parts.
Oh, that's good to know that skills could too. Like, because if Valym has anything that, like, skill-wise that you would want in return, that could be something.
Yeah, those are a little bit longer. But,
I am
and you'll
sure.
but basically you'll gain what I call half proficiency in it. So you'll get half your proficiency bonus with a minimum of 1 to that roll.
Nice.
Homebrew rules. Okay, so.
Said how many on the wheel? Is it 12?
Yeah, 12.
Okay.
And technically what she's going to teach you is a frenzy attack, a modified version of frenzy attack, which, go ahead and write this down somewhere, but once per long rest, you can make a single weapon attack as a bonus action on your turn. So this is kind of a nerfed version of the barbarian frenzy attack.
Got you. One more time for the last part of that description?
Yeah, once per long rest, you can make a weapon attack using a bonus action on one of your turns. So you could use your whole action to attack, action surge to attack again, and then use your bonus action to attack a third time.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So Nim is trying to study Draconic, and nearby you just hear Ajax land on his ass several times, Nim. As Sunflower is a very hands-on teacher.
Yeah.
You gotta go for the soft part in the back of the knee.
Oh, okay. All right.
The
all right,
soft
all right.
part. All right,
Soft
come on,
part.
hit me.
All right. Here we go.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, boy. What? All right. Just my unarmed strike, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a 6.
She grabs your foot, looks at you beatily, and then spins your foot, leaving, having you like fall again. Pathetic, Ajax! Come on, you're not even trying.
I don't use my legs for this.
I get it. I'm a small target.
Yeah, that too.
All right. So what you gotta do, and here she's gonna roll to see if, like, actually how good she is at teaching you. I got a 9, so we'll just hope your intelligence modifier is higher. Okay, well, altogether that's 11.
Well, it's about that. I don't. Plus, I'm 10. My intelligence.
We still got to roll it, right?
Mhm.
No?
Yeah, no, he rolls, yeah.
Okay.
And you could theoretically use your inspiration on this from the bank, and you can roll with advantage if you wish to.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Go ahead and mark down that you've used it, since you're feeling good about yourself from your drawing your picture. First time inspiration has been awarded in the campaign, because in general I think inspiration's kind of A silly mechanic.
Wait, yeah, when was it?
It was when he drew a better picture of himself in the riverbank.
Yeah.
So advantage, you go twice, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And you take the higher one.
13.
Plus your modifier?
Yes.
Oh, that's with it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you do get you get to mark down 2 spots.
Cool.
So as she kind of like, picks you up off the ground after spinning your foot, she's just like, all right, you're right. You work with your hands, not your feet. So you've got to look for the weak spots and the openings in someone's defense, right? Like, look at how Scorpio and I move. We're so much faster than you. You're like slow and clunky. We're like, you can't even keep up. But not every hit has to be with full follow through. Sometimes you got to learn when to hit them with the back end of a weapon or when to get them on the backswing. You commit to every blow, and that's why you're not as good as us. But that's okay, because we're going to teach you. And as the minutes wear on, you do kind of learn some of what she's talking about on how to make a quick attack as a follow-up to a major weapon attack. Instead of swinging your sword twice, you kind of learn how to use a sword hit to get in and get a sucker punch in the face. And you learn some of Sunflower's dirty fighting tricks.
I call this CQC. Close quarters combat.
Yeah, sometimes when you go in for a thrust, you can also knee them in the groin or hit them in the back of the knee.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would never thought like that.
Press the advantage.
Always.
You're a good pupil. And you see her like bow.
Wow. Sunflower's a good teacher.
As you bow, she knees you in the face and she's like, never let your guard down.
Okay. You're right.
You've learned that.
Anyway, Valym.
Yes.
This is very interrupting and distracting to poor Nim trying to learn Draconic.
If you want to learn pan flute, or you said you haven't been around many people. I've seen them in all sorts of states and have gotten used to the very many emotions that they come to me with. I have expertise in both insight and investigation. I don't know if you already have.
Insight would be good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Insight.
I'm gonna work on insight. Knowing when people are lying so I can stab them so they stop.
Yeah, Nim does this in a way of reading you his favorite poetry. At least tonight.
Is this poetry Nim himself has written, or is this like poetry from Nim's favorite poets?
No, from his favorite poets. Is
there any particular?
I thought it was Nim's poetry too.
No,
I was
so
like, that's
sorry.
Interesting.
No, I mean, no, not on day one.
Yeah.
That's guarded. No, he reads you from his favorite poet, like their works that are introspective, that speak about human nature and emotions and all these things, and that's and sort of like does a little like analyzation, and there's like notes in all of the margins of the little books he has and his favorite ones.
He reads you a poem called "Broken Bells" by Quinn Fonte.
Oh, neat.
You never read the papers in this world, otherwise you would recognize the name.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But yes, I'm well aware. What was the name?
Quinn Fonte.
Right. One of my favorites. Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah, roll your charisma.
Okay.
And then Valym, roll the same. To see how well you pick up the way of the...
Pick a different die.
That's a 17.
Oh, very nice.
And I got a nat 20, so 24.
Ooh, so go ahead and mark down 2 segments on a clock of 10. Actually, no, 12, because this is a skill.
Got it. Boom.
I think that's right. I sometimes have difficulty keeping up with my own mechanics. And then you spend the rest of the night peacefully. Do you set a guard using your second actions?
We probably should, right?
Oh, I'll do watch. I'm an elf, so I need
Valym
like half the time.
takes the first watch. Who takes the second?
I'll take the second.
How many do we need?
Just 2.
Oh, just 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nim just sleeps. He tries to see if Lorelai will let him sleep, like curled within her.
Glad she agreed not to eat him.
Ajax, since you are on second watch, roll perception.
Huh? Sad, buddy. No, I'm not.
Don't worry, there's always as well. 13.
Okay. Oh, let me see here, actually. Sometime near dawn, when the sky is just starting to lighten, you think you hear something in the woods off to your left. But before you can react, they're already on you. What is this grid? Oh.
Or in the Matrix.
Okay, there we go. This is a campfire. I don't know if that's apparent.
Oh.
I
sweet.
knocked over Nim.
What?
Rotate this a little. Oh God, I brought the I brought the grid back. Technical difficulties, chat.
D&D on D&D.
Right? Okay, there we go. Actually, we probably want it focused. All right. You see them back here. A number of figures. And before you can react, actually that's Valym. You're on watch here. One of them is on you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
Don't sound so serious.
21.
Nice.
That's a good, oh my god.
He attempts to put a hand over your mouth, but you are able to slip out. You get 1 action before you enter initiative.
Okay, right after that, I'm going to just attempt to punch this figure in the face.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Let's do this. That is a 6 again.
Your punch misses. It flies wide. You hear the gentleman exclaim a little bit as you say, "Friggin' mess!" And he's gonna try to hit you again. This time in the knee. Rolls a 17.
That hits.
All right. Oh, by the way, you guys all enjoyed the benefits of a long rest.
That's what I was gonna ask. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Let me say that real quick.
Great. You know how to set it, yeah, Balvin?
Yes.
Okay, because it can be confusing. You have to like hit it and then confirm as well.
Yeah. Messed me up the first time. I'm good now.
It messed me up for like weeks.
All right. Good?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you take 3 bludgeoning damage as you feel the boot sink into the back of your knee. And then 2 eyes behind a masked face gleam out at you, and they say, "Where is she?"
Where's who?
Sonny.
I don't know.
He throws you aside and continues into the rest of the camp.
Uh-oh.
You see him kind of like flit into Sonny's tent. And then after some time, you start to hear a struggle, and you hear a crash of porcelain.
Whoa. You're under the assumption that I'm not in there.
Did you wake up?
Are you in there?
100% would have been in there. Not doing the do, but he definitely would have tried to get in to sleep in the tent with her.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Roll perception.
Perception?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
17.
All right. The crash you hear is from Valym intercepting this man as he enters Sunny's tent and attempts to grab her off of Eloise's back.
Wait, hold up a second.
As this crash happens, you're all made aware of the presence of a number of individuals. Roll initiative.
All right.
It is pretty late in the night, so we'll try to move through quickly here.
Okay.
That's
Speed
fine.
rounds.
I'm good. 13.
Perfect.
15.
For me, we've got a. Take it forever. It's not the time to do that. 9.
15. 13. 9. Need to keep track of all these. Ugh. Sunflower got a 1.
Oh, God. There's been like an eyelash in my eyeball all night.
So the gentleman fighting you, Valym, would have gone first with a 20, but you intercept him. So he doesn't get to take anything on, take any other action on this turn other than you're both fighting each other, and one of the tea sets that Sunny likes to use falls to the floor with a crash, and the entire camp springs into action. Nim, you are up. What do you do?
Okay, so I said they're in a tent. That fight is happening.
One individual is in a tent. As you peer
The
out from
others?
your sleeping bag past the firelight, you do see an individual standing here, an individual standing behind Ajax. I don't know if you can see them. I guess they're kind of
Okay.
line of sighted. Another individual peering out from behind the woods, and you see movement over in this glade behind the woods and the rocks as well.
Okay, and where am I?
You are here.
Okay.
Each of these little benches represents where I imagined you slept that night,
Mm-hmm.
since you all have your sleeping rolls.
Yes. Okay. So, I will, look at the one that's closest to camera that we can see right here.
This one?
Yes.
That's the one inside the tent. I'm sorry. So you don't have
God damn it.
yeah, you don't have line of sight on him. I'm sorry. But you do have line of sight on this one.
Okay, that guy.
They're about, so here we're looking at 30 feet away. Here we're looking at 10 feet away. Sorry, forced perspective is hard.
Oh, so,
But it's
yeah, I can't
cinematic.
see back- Okay, the person 10 foot away, whatever.
Okay. mhm.
They're clearly like armed. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Nim was like, "Ah, what's wrong with people? You picked the wrong camp to burgle, you criminal." I'm gonna use unsettling words.
Uh-huh.
So that creature must subtract a d6 from the next saving throw it makes before the start of my next turn.
Mhm.
That was a bonus action. And I will cast... oh God, where is it? Dissonant Whispers.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use what draconic I have learned that evening and whisper it under my breath, make it sound as sinister as I can, and mix it with infernal and whisper it on the wind towards them.
Perfect.
So I'll do a wisdom saving throw and subtract a d6.
Only got a 6. Or
Oh, on the-
minus the 6, like, he got a 6.
Okay, great. So he fails. So then that is 3d6. Okay. That is 14 damage, and it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from
He
me.
falls unconscious.
Oh, shit.
We're going to say unconscious and not dead, I think, or unless you want it.
I don't think he was intending to kill him, no.
Okay. Okay.
It wasn't
perfect.
quite that...
He
angry.
passes out. Is that your turn?
Yeah. I'll think about it. I'll tell you if I think he might be dead.
Okay, yeah, contemplate on it. From behind the trees, this individual here takes a shot at, well, I guess they wouldn't have line of sight inside the tent. Takes a shot at you, Ajax. With a crossbow. Rolling a 12.
No.
The crossbow shot flies wide, clang, hitting against the walk that is still in the blazing in the fire. Probably shouldn't leave that there. Valym, you're up. You are currently engaged with one of the individuals.
And we're in the tent?
Yes.
How likely is the tent to catch on fire?
Pretty likely. It's also
Okay.
full of Sunflower's valuables and Eloise. You do have a giant turtle in this tent.
Ooh. Okay. That changes that. Short sword. Cha.
Perfect.
That's 21.
That hits.
For 10 points of slashing damage. Cha.
Perfect. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
I tell him there's no Sunny here, only Sunflower.
Fair. Ajax, you're up.
I hate this for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, he's knocked over. There's an individual here. There is an individual here. There is
No, I
an
was saying
individual
it's
back
not.
here.
I'll say it's not knockout damage. It was,
Oh, he's dead. And there's a dead individual laying at Nim's feet.
Okay. Well, I got hit and took damage, so
Mhm.
I rolled my saving throw. I got
Yes.
a 19 on it.
Yes. So you remain in possession of your faculties. You hear
again?
some type of disturbance coming from inside this tent.
Yeah.
Sunflower's not dead. Let's put her back on her feet. Sorry.
I'm going to run to the tent.
Okay. Yeah, you can
Um,
get there in one movement.
Okay.
Let's move this out of the way.
So how does movement and attacking work? Like the actions to movement? What's the
Yeah, so you can move your entire movement speed and then use an action and your bonus action. So you are about 20 feet out from the tent.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you have 20 feet of movement.
Yes.
So you can still use your action and your bonus action on this round.
Okay.
You do see Valym grappling with an individual who is robed in magenta, or actually maroon. Sorry, not magenta. Maroon cloth with the bandana over his face.
Okay. I want to help Valym and try to attack this person.
Okay.
It's gonna be an unarmed strike. I'm just gonna try to hammer fist from behind him.
Perfect.
That is a 22.
That hits.
With so yes, it's 4 damage.
4 damage. Perfect. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
It is now his turn to roll. He's going to pull out a dagger and strike at you once with the dagger, kind of like behind him, with a 13.
No.
And then strike at Valym in front of him with his scimitar with a 6. And then a second time with the scimitar with a 20.
Yeah.
The scimitar strikes down against your collarbone, dealing 6 slashing damage. Outside the tent, Nim, this individual is going to use their full movement to attack you, seeing that you've smote their friend. They strike at you twice with their scimitar. 11 for the first.
Nope.
19 for the second.
Yes.
You feel the scimitar kind of come slicing down against one of your flanks and dealing Only 5 points of slashing damage. He follows up with the dagger from the opposing arm. Rolling a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll hit. Can I hellish rebuke after the first though, or does it?
Yes, you can. Mm-hmm.
It's instant. Okay. Yeah, and so he'll point his finger at the creature that damaged you. Oh yeah, surrounded by hellish flames. Great. Like he becomes like surrounded by flames as Nim points, says, "Burn."
Yeah. He makes, I think, a dex save.
Dex saving throw, yeah.
Only got a 10.
Oh yeah, so he fails. So let me do this damage. Oh, rolled really low, so 4 damage.
That is slow for a hellish rebuke.
Yeah,
The flames begin to like form inside of you, and you start to cast these out almost instinctually. But just as they're going off, searing this this humanoid for 4 damage, your concentration gets broken as the dagger finds its way between your ribs, and you take 6 piercing.
There was an extra 3 damage. I didn't realize that.
Okay.
Is it 3 more? Wait, 6 damage from me again?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Then it is this character's turn. This character is going to go into the tent to support the first character. As it does, it's actually going to fire a bola at Sunflower. Wait, is that right? I think that character already went. Oh, never mind. It's this one. They're going to use their whole movement to get to the tent, so they actually don't do anything on this turn. Then it is Sunny's turn. She's going to attack the creature that is currently grappling with you and Ajax, Valym. I believe you are up next. Or no, Nim is up next.
Yeah.
Oh, now?
No, after
okay.
Sunflower.
Sorry.
Seeing what's happening, I think it's safe to say she goes into a rage. And we're also going to say she goes into a frenzy. And she's going to strike at the individual you're grappling with twice. Hitting both times. Using an arm blade, actually, that lives on the gauntlet on her wrist. So she does... Ugh, 9 and then 3. So a total of 12 slashing damage.
And that's for me?
That's for the individual you're fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. She like tries to help you.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Nim, it is your turn.
So into it.
Okay. There's a guy right up on me, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so will I hit anyone else? Like, I don't want to hit any allies if I use Thunder Wave, which will go out 15 feet from me.
Is it in front of you?
It's like a cube originating from me.
I think because we said it was 20 feet from Ajax to the tent, I think we can say it's 20 feet from you from the tent as well. Yeah.
Okay, great. So then, Nim will kind of like look at his ring and like sort of look up to the skies and the ground. He says like, "Sisters, help me!" and cast Thunderwave.
Yeah.
Which is a Constitution saving throw.
Perfect.
And gonna cast it at 2nd level.
They only get a 12.
Nice, yeah, so they fail.
Perfect.
So 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Awesome.
In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you too.
Okay.
And a thunderous boom up to 300 feet or something. Yeah.
Awesome. We'll say he loses his dagger since it was kind of still wedged between your ribs.
Okay. And that is 16 damage.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, and he's pushed 10 feet back. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
I guess they're both in the tent, so I can't see anyone. Is everyone inside the tent?
You can
My
see
allies?
this individual here. Sorry. The rest of your allies are inside the tent. You see the individual with the crossbow across the camp. They're on the other side of the campfire.
Before the start of your next turn. Yeah, I will look at the one that's over there.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy's still standing, the one I pushed away?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll look over at the one that's got the bow or whatever.
Yeah.
And say, I dare you. Like, sort of coaxing him and use unsettling words against him.
It is their turn now. They're going to, with shaking hands, try to shoot at you with their crossbow. Rolling a 15.
That hits. Doesn't take much.
Only dealing 3 piercing damage, since my rolls are pretty bad.
3? Yeah, but Nim does look rough, and we'll hellish rebuke in response.
Perfect.
So,
Go ahead and roll. And this is, they, I think, lose a d6 to their roll on this because the unsettling words?
yes.
Perfect.
Dex saving throw minus a d6.
They got a 16, and it goes down to an 11.
They fail.
Yeah, perfect.
It's so useful. And they erupt into flames and take 12 damage.
12 damage. They fall to the ground, dead by your wrath, as your infernal blood courses through your veins, Nim. Drunk on power in your own blood.
No, he is.
You smite this creature down. Valym.
Like, no!
Outside the tent, you see flashes of fire, and you hear Nim, actually, like some grand battle is happening outside. You do take a quick head count and realize Nim is alone outside of the tent. What do you do?
I don't even know how to parse that.
Yeah, you see like flashes, though. At this point, you would have seen 2 flashes outside the tent, like through the thin fabric.
Every
Nobody
time someone
heard the
went outside,
boom.
they died.
Too, the thunder wave is like super loud.
It sounds like World War II is happening out there. Hell has broken loose. You hear people burning to death and thunder crackling and Nim going, aha!
God, I don't know how I'm going to tell his mom about this. And is there still someone inside the tent with me?
Yes.
Because there was 2. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Surrender or die. I say that out loud.
You say that?
Yeah.
All right. Roll me intimidation.
I hope he's not an idiot. Ooh. It's a 23.
You see him waver, and as he does, he says, "We're just here for Sunny. We have no quarrel with you."
You have a problem with her, you have a problem with me. I said what I said.
He pulls the mask down and looks at Sunny. And you see Sunny's face change, where she's like, "Dogwood?" And he's like, "The charade's up, Sunny. Come on, it's time to go home. I don't want to have to hurt your friends," he says, kind of elbowing Ajax in the ribs.
I will beat the out of you.
I'm gonna go ahead and say we exit initiative. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, she knows them. Great.
Yeah, I think we're out of initiative.
Great.
I mean, everyone outside is basically dead. The other individual, the half orc you were fighting, Nim, would probably stop upon hearing the words being spoken inside with the surrender or die, and hearing Sunny very loudly say, "Dogwood!"
Fuck. Yeah.
Nim's like got a hand pointed as if he was just like ready to go,
yeah.
just kind of like
And,
frozen.
and that's the only guy left outside, so he's like, hands up. And you see like an awkwardness between them, and she puts her arm blades away, and then she just kind of like taps on your thigh, since she's a gnome and she's so short, and she's like, don't kill him, it's my stupid brother. And she kicks him in the knee.
Your brother?
Yes, my brother.
How tall is he?
He is a human. He is human-sized, yeah. Wearing armor.
Yeah.
That is like robed with like maroon.
Are the ones who have fallen so dead that Cure Wounds couldn't save them?
The
or?
first one is, the second one isn't. Actually, no, it's only been 2 rounds of combat. You can attempt to stabilize both.
Okay. Yeah, Nim kind of like is in shock and runs over to them. Wordless and just he'll cast Cure Wounds, my last 2 slots, and cast Cure Wounds on both of them.
Perfect. She kind of like kicks the floor and she's like, I told you not to follow me. I told you.
8 health for both of them.
They both come to, one badly burned, the other mind still or brain still throbbing from the psychic damage dealt. Both confused and also somewhat scared of you, since such a small child wrought so much havoc. There's like a sort of awkward silence for a moment. You see as Sunny opens the flap to the tent that she recognizes all of the individuals in the camp. And seeing how badly hurt a couple of them are, she's like, I don't want anybody to die, so fine. I'll come home. God! She kicks the walk out of the fire and it goes skidding several feet, hitting one of the half-orcs in the shin, the one that Nim was fighting.
Wait. What's going on? Why do you have to go back?
You had no obligation to leave.
Well, I'm not like Ajax. I don't want one of my families to kill the other one. You guys are my friends, and I don't want anybody to fight over me. So...
Well, look at the brother. And what authority do you have to make her leave, then?
I don't have any authority, so much as I can just tell her to grow up, Sonny. Grow up.
That's helpful. Good job.
He kind of like scowls a little bit, and he's like, we need her. She's next in line. Dawn Florendale is dead, and she's the only person that can stop the feuding families in the stacks from ripping each other apart. People are dying, Sonny, so if you don't want that, you'll grow up and you'll come home.
What do you want her to do?
Her job, says one of the other women in the camp.
What? To be a liaison?
Yes, it's what she was trained for. She's the only one among us who can. She's the only person who any of the other families will at least recognize her authority and her claim. Sonny, you have to make this right, and if you want to quit, then you need to at least assign a replacement for yourself. You've left nothing but havoc and blood and chaos in your wake. And you stole your brother's turtle.
Not the turtle.
And you see now, like, Sunny sits down on one of the benches, utterly exhausted as the fury and the rage wears off, and she does suffer 1 level of exhaustion. And breathing heavily with her hands between her knees, looking more defeated and with a sadder posture than you've ever seen her. She just huffs and she says, fine, I'll go back. But just to return Eloise, and then I'm leaving again. I didn't ask to be a Florendale.
Oh. That's right, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I learned some interesting things down by the lake.
Yeah.
Makes sense why you're so good at chess.
Sunflower? Do you want us to meet you over there?
I mean, if you want. You don't have to, though.
Can we help?
I don't know. My family's pretty crap.
Well, once we get Scorpio back, we can come bring you back.
I don't know. Planning my escape was a pretty crazy endeavor. And you just hear one of the women in the camp mutter, "Not really, you just punched your governess in the vagina," but...
Well, Brother Florendale, the young madam has actually promised me to finish going through something that she made a deal for, and she said she would teach me and show me in 2 days' time. So in 2 days' time, we will be back so that I can properly get the lesson that she agreed to.
Roll persuasion.
Mm-hmm. 21.
I suppose that's fair. And she's not going to run again?
I can't make that promise for you. If she's running from you, that seems like that's something you need to resolve. I am simply just someone who wants to see the Florendale name keep their word is all.
He looks over at Sunny and he's like, "Well, are you going to come undo some of the mess that you made?" You see the lady who was speaking earlier come over and put a hand on Sunny's shoulder, and she's like, "It wasn't so bad. We miss you, you know." The half-orc from across the camp is like, "We're nothing without soulless Sunny, the silver dragon." And she's just like, "I can't promise I'll stay, but yeah, in 2 days, I'll come back." This was dumb, by the way. You could have died. These people are very lethal, especially that kid. He's crazy. In a good way,
By the
Nim.
way,
I taught him
Nim-
myself.
Nim looks worse off than they do at this point. He's only got like 7 hit points. It's like an arrow, a dagger, and been sliced. Just like bleeding.
Oh my gosh, Nim, are you okay? You guys attacked a child. What's wrong with you?
A lot.
Just as she's battering, you notice now, like, very feebly. She's like barely kind of like moving and not with her same rigor and gusto. And as she's like battering one of her half-orc guards, the little bluebird comes flitting down on her shoulder and chirping to her. She chirps something back and looks back at the party and says, "Well, I think we found your friend."
Oh,
And that'll be where we'll call it for tonight.
damn.
That's good. That was good.
Did you
That was
like it?
Well orchestrated.
Lots of feelings.
Well orchestrated.
Lots
Oh,
of
poor
feelings.
Sunny.
Holy wow.
Poor sunflower.
So much.
I didn't. This plot has been brewing since the fair.
I want you to know,
Damn.
at some point, I literally said, what if she's like a noble?
Nice.
I said that like
Yeah.
sessions ago.
Yeah, I feel like I remember you saying that, yeah.
A master of chess with a governess. I think some of it kind of came into play today too, and you're like, "You're really smart," and she's like,
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was just well spoken. Like,
Yeah, when she said governess, I was like, that's money at least. Like,
Wow.
oh, wow.
"What did y'all
I
think?"
I really got to process how Nim's
was-
mom feels about Valym.
That was amazing.
That
Yo, she gave you cake. I didn't even get cake.
I know. I got carrot cake with a whole bunch of handmade love and design. I gotta go parse that. We were worried about Ajax. I'm the problem.
Wow. Meanwhile, I just used every single one of my spell slots.
Oh, that's not good.
The only spell slot I used was to hit on Sunflower in a tent.
That's smart. That's smart. Yeah.
I had a bunch of fire
that was
spells,
before the long rest, even though, because we all got a long
that's
rest.
True.
I spent all my spell slots after the long rest in this fight, because the last two were spent healing.
I had a whole bunch of fire spells, but I was in the tent. That was my concern.
I really thought they were just gonna be fucked up dudes. Instead, it's her brother.
You immediately did what you just yelled at Ajax about doing.
Yeah. No, I just know. Yeah. I know.
She learned it from her dad.
So they're innocent people. No, I killed him.
I liked Balvin's face when she's like, I'm not like Ajax. I'm not going to let one family kill the other.
I love that.
Yeah, so as a GM perspective, this story had been brewing for a while, but the conversation you all had in the camp prior to this happening really changed how this could have initially gone.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I think there was a time where maybe that would have unfolded differently, but I think like after listening to Nim and Valym talk about how Ajax putting one family before the other kind of created so much drama, that was like the last thing she wanted to see happen.
That's so interesting. Yeah, wow. Nim did not get good lessons out of this, let me just say.
I'm gonna just leave it to your mom.
Yeah, but no one's dead.
Yeah, and I mean, in your defense, like, you were provoked, and this is D&D, so I feel like if you were attacked in the middle of the night, that's different than like premeditated going and murdering someone, right? So,
Jasmine, that's
but like you
D&D. You're our DM, so it's not normal D&D.
Yeah, like you said, I could.
Is that good or bad, Gabe?
No, Jasmine, it's just that everyone's got a goddamn family in your world.
Yeah,
so now I have to care. Oh my gosh, my 6-year-old son will never see the light of day.
Well, and you told me, like,
Shikar is inspired by my favorite Indian soap operas, which are all about family, weddings, and drama.
Family.
And romance.
Yeah, no, you said I could have knocked him out, but no, I think Nim is trying to see what it feels like.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I feel like us getting attacked is a bit different than what happened at the prison. It's very different circumstances. I feel like this is self-defense at that point.
Yeah,
what kind of strike did they try to do to Ajax at first, actually?
They were, it was an unarmed strike to the knee, and the one before that was trying to put the hand on his mouth and say, "Where's Sonny?" But his hand missed, and
so
Ajax
we
tried to hit him
technically
back.
drew weapons first.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where...
Even in the tent, they were grappling with you, but...
We went more lethal first.
Was I attacked first, or did I
No, you attacked first.
No, you attacked first.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, no, that's what I was asking. Like, do they look lethal and like they looked scary? And
they did. I mean, yes, they do look scary. You asked if they were holding weapons, which I mean, they do have weapons on them and armor. So, yeah, I love this episode. I hope y'all loved it too. Chat, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for spending your Tuesday evening with us.
I loved it. I'm a little worried about where Nim's going, but I loved it.
This episode will probably be uploaded in 2 parts. We'll see. I think I'm going to try to divide it into 2 1.5-hour pieces instead of 1 3-hour show, just because it's a little bit easier. And then one will probably be uploaded earlier than the second one. But if you like the show, you can check out the rebroadcast at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sundays. Those have been running on time. Yeah, for the most part. I think that like once or twice has been like 2 or 3 minutes late. But for the most part, I've been waking up on time and starting that. And definitely check out the EU-friendly rebroadcast. Tell your friends. We love this show, and we plan on keeping it going at least for a while. And your support inspires us to do even better. I believe we'll have Xander back next week. Right, Jasmine?
Yeah, we should.
Yep.
We should. Yeah.
So that'll be fun to rescue Scorpio.
Yeah.
We see all of your tweets and all of your fan art, and we love it. Thank you so much. We have some great stuff from today already. Can't wait to add it to the art reel. Let's go around, get some shout outs, see what everyone's up to and where you can find them. Balvin, take it away.
I am Balvin, Lord Balvin on everything, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that. I stream, I tweet, and I run a GTA RP server called TSRP that goes up on Twitch every weekend. There's various different streamers that play on it, so if you like role play and want to see a different take at it, it's pretty interesting. It's growing very fast, so just TSRP. Look that up on Twitter, Twitch, all that. You'll find it there. But that's all for me.
Fabulous. Josephine?
Hi, I'm Josephine McAdam. You can find me at JCVIM on all things, all socials and Twitch. And I can't think of shows and things. Horror movies. I got 2 horror movies on Shudder, Scare Package, and the Mortuary Collection. So if you're into that, watch those.
Fabulous. Gabe?
Hi, I'm Gabe James Games across the internet. I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. Play a vampire game on Wednesdays on the Renegade channel. Here Tuesday. That's pretty much what I do for the most part. I didn't take a whole bunch of shows because I wanted to actually invest my time in the shows that I was doing. And other than that, just posting random stuff on Twitter. I worked on the Pathfinder book, The Milwaukee Expanse. Got to write about Blood Cove, the dope-ass tropical city of pirates. I got to write 2 of the deities in that book as well. And I don't know, keep an eye on my Twitter because I post about all kinds of random stuff every week. I also like sweet potatoes. That's your fun fact. Valym is going to bang a silver dragon. That's going to be the end. It can be a metaphor or not. And depending on how Nim's mom feels. Anyways. Thank you, Balvin. Balvin's just yep.
She may not be a silver dragon, which, that's some good carrot cake. Oh, wow. Okay. Jasmine?
I'm Jasmine, that bronzed girl. I've been working on some stuff in the writing sphere that I can't talk about yet, but keep an eye out for it on my Twitter. I'm also going to be uploading other stuff to the YouTube channel, so if you're watching from YouTube and you're like, I'm just used to this being VODs, be on the lookout because I've got a new series called The Bronze Dragon Inn coming in where I talk about D&D stuff. It's mostly questions I get what do you do during a session 0? And what's 10 things you hate that DMs do or 10 things you love? It's just going to be random videos discussing DMing and things like that because I get a lot of questions and I would love to have a list of videos to refer people to. And I'm also working on a series of one-shots called Table for Two. And that's going to be a sort of thing where I get interesting people from my life and from the industry and play D&D one-on-one with them. Yeah. If the first season goes well, the finale will be my personal trainer. She'll be in one of the one shots. So if you want to see a really buff power lifter play D&D for the first time, yes. Support the first season of the show because I'll be introducing interesting people in my life to one of my favorite joys, tabletop RPGs.
Sounds awesome.
Follow on YouTube and on Twitter. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Good night, everyone. We'll see you this Sunday and again next Tuesday. Bye.